Yahoo. Hi. Hello. Oh my gosh. How are you doing? What is good in your world? Catch me up. Tell me everything. So stupid. Oh my gosh. Homework. Oh man. That sounds rough. Best of luck. You got this. Do your best. Sandwich. I love the sound of that. I love a good sandy. That's what I call them now. I came up with that nickname for sandwiches in the middle of this year. Now I call them Big Sandies. It's just a Kaelix thing though. I don't think anybody else is calling them that. Yeah, whenever I make a really thickly layered sandwich with a bunch of different things in it, I call it a Big Sandy. Pre-cooking for Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, hang in there. Hang in there. I was gonna do some pre-cooking tonight, but it's looking like everything I'm gonna do is actually gonna be tomorrow because my mom needed more of the kitchen today. So yeah, I'll be starting my cooking right on the mark. And I'll have to be, I don't think I mentioned this, I have to modify my recipe a little bit because I wasn't able to get everything I need at the grocery store. Every single year, I always forget to go in like a couple weeks early. And then whenever I get to the grocery store, all the things that I want are already gone. Everybody's claimed them because everybody else is like turbo shopping for Thanksgiving. They're buying up all the specialty pastas. It's so evil. It'll be fine though. I can still, I don't know. Most of the recipes that I have and most of the recipes that I put into practice regularly are just things that I kind of played around with based on what ingredients I had available at the time. So I'm pretty good at improvising, I think. Pretty decent at improvising, at least. Weeks early? Well, I wouldn't say many weeks early, but like 1 week early is usually good for something like Thanksgiving. Make sure you got it all there ahead of time. I went in a few days ago and everything was gone. And I bet it's even worse now because it's like the day before. Maybe it's just living in an area like I live in though, where it's like just 1 or 2 grocery stores feeding every family. Because I live in the middle of nowhere and I'm not about to go super far from home to get food. So I'm not sure if that's a universal experience or not. Maybe it's just a Kokiri village thing. Yeah, that'll be my day tomorrow. I'll be locked in on cooking and then I'll be spending the evening with my family. Some of my extended family as well I haven't seen in a while because I mostly just hang with my household, and then some relatives I'll see every now and then, but others I just never see unless it's something like this. So that's kind of exciting. Also kind of nerve-wracking. I'm sure you can imagine. I don't know, sometimes that distance is good. You know what I mean? Sometimes the family can be kind of crazy. I don't know. I think Thanksgiving for me historically has always been the season of clapbacks. I feel like I'm going to get in a fight or two. So root for me. They love to pick fights with me. They know exactly what I'm going to have to say, and they know exactly what buttons to push, and it's like a game. And I'll always play along, so yeah, fingies crossed. Clock it, sis. Don't make me mention. I was gonna put an active effort today into not mentioning VCraft a single time. Does that count? Well, I guess it absolutely does now that I've acknowledged it. Anyway, I want to make an active effort to not talk about VCraft anymore. I reference it too much. Everybody's making fun of me for it. It's been long enough. I've had enough. I'm ready to move on. Oh man, you like it? Oh, okay. Well, I like it too. So, what now? Lag. Oh, do you want to test for lag? I turned on low latency, but this happens sometimes. All right. Let's test for lag right at the beginning. Just get it right out the way. All right, I'm going to give you an emoji to send. I want you to send the pickaxe emoji, but don't send it yet. Don't send it yet. Just type it and hold on to it, okay? Don't send it yet. Don't send it yet. You got the pickaxe emoji ready? All right. Now, when I say go, you'll send it, okay? 3, 2, 1, go! Pickaxe emoji. That's not too bad. Okay, that's kind of bad. Oh, okay, that's... Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. That's... could be... It's been worse, but it's also been way better. That's not... Yeah, it could be worse. Maybe it'll get better as the stream goes on. Yeah, a good 5 or 6 seconds. I can handle that, especially for something like today. Today is a very chill day, so... I don't know. Even for me, I tend to... I tend to meander a bit in my conversation topics. I like to be a little adventurous. I like to jump from place to place. I don't like to stay in one spot too long, just in general, honestly. But even for me, with that habit, for a chill day like today, it shouldn't be too rough, right? Surely I won't move on so fast that you can't keep up. Oh my goodness. Today we'll be playing some Animal Crossing. I love Animal Crossing so much, and it is a crime that I have not played it as much lately. I want to play some more. Especially now while it's still fall, because here in like 1 month, Animal Crossing is going to instantly turn to winter. Not even, does it do it in December, or does it do it in January? Or does it do it in the middle of December, I wonder? It'll be winter in Animal Crossing so soon. And I wish I would have done more terraforming in summer, honestly, because my favorite time of year to play is late summer, early fall. I love to just walk around and see the scenery. But the winter stresses me out a little bit. There's something about... I don't know if we've ever talked about this in depth, but something about me that I've learned is that in video games, whenever I encounter an in-game winter, like a virtual winter, it activates this natural instinct in me to just feel a sense of dread a little bit. This feeling of like I haven't prepared enough food in storage and I can't hunt for anything else anymore. And I can't grow any crops. Winter hits in games like Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley or like Story of Seasons, and I feel bad. I get stressed out. You know what I mean? Even though it's in a video game, I feel like a historic human who hunts and gathers and maybe domesticates some crops, who was not adequately prepared and is not gonna see spring. Any plans for the next update? I'll go crazy if I haven't made much progress by then, because they're about to drop some stuff that will make terraforming and everything else so much easier. But yeah, we're gonna play Animal Crossing today, so we might as well cross over. Why don't we? Okay, I think right over here. Whoa! All right, I keep forgetting to put it on recently. Hold on, let me. There we go. Oh. Ah, the sounds of a Switch 2 are so satisfying. I love the little sound design effects they have. It's always so tasteful, so yummy. Okay, let me adjust my little windows and stuff while it's loading. You can look at Lolly. Oh yeah, Turkey Day is tomorrow in the game too, themed around Thanksgiving, right? I probably will not be playing on Turkey Day, unfortunately. But maybe I could play a little bit. Who knows? Yeah, today I just want to take in some of the late evening, late autumn energy and do some terraforming, catch up a little bit. For starters, we should check our mail though. I automatically trash the Happy Home Academy every single time though. I guess I ordered a painting last time I played. It has been a while. I did open the game really quickly earlier, just to take that photo for the thumbnail today, but otherwise I have not played much at all. Miss this song. It's so nice, right? Though I will say my favorites Honestly, maybe I can't pick a favorite. I really like the hourly BGM for older Animal Crossing games. New Leaf is the most nostalgic for me because it's the one that I played the most. I did go back and play City Folk and Wild World a bunch as well. What did I just see? Did I see a tarantula? I better not have. I still need to catch a tarantula, by the way. I'm so stressed out about that. Yeah, the BGM from older Animal Crossing games is especially dear to me. I like it a lot. So every bug I see, I think it's gonna be a tarantula. Every pitfall I see, or not pitfall, but like hole in the ground. But yeah, I really like I especially like the BGM from Wild World City Folk though. I think it's really cute. I think the BGM from Animal Crossing New Leaf has this way of like, how do I describe it? It's kind of like, it fills you with a sense of longing, yearning maybe, wonder. I don't know, some of them are especially conflicting. Some of them are just objectively cute, right? Some of the tracks in New Leaf. But then other tracks, it makes me feel like good, but also a little bad, you know? Nostalgia, almost like lost nostalgia, rather. You know what I mean? There's this one, it trends a lot on TikTok, I think. Which one is it? Is it the one that goes like, dum 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 da 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 dum 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 dum? You know that one? That one feels like haunting in a way. Yeah, bittersweet is a good word. Is it 8 p.m.? Is it 7 p.m.? 7 p.m.? I know it's late evening. Early night. Hey, da. Yeah, that one feels bittersweet. That's how I feel about a lot of the tracks from New Leaf specifically. Whereas with Wild World and City Folk, they just kind of feel like cronky and goofy. They're just wacky. They're just whimsical, you know? That's kind of cute. Okay, hold on. Let's do our fashion reps. I haven't gotten anything today. Unluckily for me, they're just selling something I'm already wearing. Not only do I already have it, I have it on my skin right now. I don't think I've gotten my cowboy fit yet. That'd be nice to have. Oh, both pieces, they love me so much. They're so nice to me. Do I want to do... This is always a tough decision for me. I never know which of these two I prefer. I do think the dark is a tasteful color, though. But this is so classic cowboy with the red handkerchief. You know what I mean? It's so, like, cowboy with a capital C trademark at the end. Why not both? I guess so. I guess so. Okay. What is this? Whoa. All right. Oh, and the hat. Okay, we can get both. We'll get this hat for the white top and this hat for the the black top. I can get this for when I want to be scary. Do I want the beret? I don't know if I'll ever wear this personally. I would consider it if it were down on the bangs, but just over the top, it's not quite my style. Oh, and maybe I could get the white one. Would be nice. I'm in cowboy mode. Do you want to be cowboys for the evening? All right, did they give me... They gave me the cowboy boots. They love me so much. This is such a lucky pull for me. I love the cowboy outfit. Okay, we'll get this color swatch. And then we'll get the other color swatch. I'm also curious, is that a diaper that I see over there on the display? I kind of gravitated straight for the cowboy stuff. I didn't pay attention to everything else. Oh, I need this one. Is this a diaper? Since when do they have a diaper in this game? Should I get it? Since you always want me to be your whiny doo-doo baby. If you didn't know this was a diaper, this would actually be kind of nice. It matches the color at least. Which color? I guess this one is nicer. I'll go with the blue one. Yeah, my whiny doo-doo baby outfit. This is what I wear when I'm going to work to be a whiny doo-doo baby for the day. Oh wait, are there any other shoes I want? I think I've already got these. Maybe I could get these. No, I don't really want those. Sugoi. No mustache? It's a goatee. I do actually have a couple mustaches, and I would wear one for the fit in this game, but the goatee, you will never catch me dead in a goatee. Never, never, ever, ever, ever will you catch me rocking a goatee, all right? Let's get that squared away now. You will never see me in a goatee. You will never, ever, ever, not at my current age, not at 3 times my age, will you ever see me rocking a goatee. That's not me. Much love to those who like the goatee. That's not me. Just letting you know. Just clearing that up right now. Straight away. I'm not really a big fan of growing out facial hair in general. That's why I shave every day. Or I try to. Sometimes I do end up doing it every other day instead. Especially if I don't have as busy of a work schedule. If I don't have to be seen as often. I'll space it out a little bit. Because it's better for your skin to space it out. But yeah, I'm personally not a fan of growing out my facial hair. Aside from not liking the way it looks on me, I also just don't really like the way it feels to have it. You know what I mean? Like if I reach up and touch my face and there's resistance of facial hair, I just feel icky. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me though. Oh my gosh, it's your birthday. Happy early birthday. Holy moly. Hope you have a nice birthday. Wait, oh my gosh, I'm flashing back. I just flashed back to some ancient New Leaf mythos. I'm flashing back to some ancient... I was just talking about Animal Crossing New Leaf nostalgia. What was her name? Was it Aiko or was it Aika? Aika Village? Aiko Village? I can't remember her name. This doll furniture item was in Animal Crossing New Leaf. And someone made a horror village. Oh, my stuff is full. I thought it was Aiko, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, Aiko Village. Is that what it was called? Okay, hold on. Is there anything in here I want to sell? I gotta clean my stuff up. Everything's a mess. Okay, hold on. I'll be back for this. Yes, it was a horror Animal Crossing town. They made... it was so meticulously made and decorated and coordinated. It was a horror Animal Crossing town in Animal Crossing New Leaf, and they released it as a dream island, so you could go visit it if you went to Luna's Dream Suite. And the same function is in this game now, but you just do it by going to your bed for free. Anyway, like it told a story. The whole town's told a story. There was this one section of town. There were weeds everywhere. Just everywhere. The whole place was covered in weeds. And, in that game, they had something called perfect fruit. And I think you could only have perfect fruit of your native town fruit. For example, I think I had peaches. So I would get perfect peaches, and they were gold. And you could shake it a couple times for harvest, but after the 3rd harvest, or maybe even the 1st harvest, I may be miscounting in my mind. After a certain number of harvests, the leaves and the fruits would all leave, and you'd be left with a barren, leafless, dead-looking tree with no leaves and nothing else on it. And they used that in that area too. That area was full of those trees. Did I visit it? Yes, I was terrified. I was so invested in the lore. And at the center of that whole town, was this dolly item. So now, in every Animal Crossing ever, if I see this doll, I'm thinking of her. I'm thinking of Aiko. Were you there for that? Is that too deep a cut? Do you know what you know about Aiko Village? There's one here in New Horizons. Did they make Aiko Island? That'd be crazy. I haven't seen that. Was it Aiko or Aika? I don't know. I could hear it in my mind being correct as either. I'm not actually 100% sure which one it is. Crazy. I imagine, because here's the thing. Being decorative and creative in New Leaf was really tough. The big charm of Animal Crossing New Leaf was the character dialogue. So when it comes to things like decorating and moving houses and stuff, it's just not at all the same as New Horizons. So I imagine with the freedom of New Horizons, they probably went like extra crazy. It's Aika? Ah, okay. See, I thought it was Aika Village, but I wasn't sure. I just vaguely remembered it. This is a very ancient memory in my mind from when I was a wee baby. Just a wee lad. Playing my Nintendo 3DS. Gaining my earliest access to the internet. Oh my gosh. Awesome. Goodbye. Oh wait. Awesome. Goodbye. Yeah, the graphics were a big part of the atmosphere because like I said, New Leaf is a very cute game, but there's also this atmosphere of like longing and bittersweet energy, in my opinion. So combining that with this town, which was made and saved on a foggy late evening, early night, with all these weeds and barren trees and scary houses, it was kind of crazy.
Oh, we meet again. You know, there's still so much to learn about design here on Sarumaru. In fact, I wonder if you might help me with a little style exercise. It goes like this. I'll call out a specific fashion theme, and then you change into an outfit that matches that theme. You'll have to model it for me, of course, but I'll give you a gift for your trouble.
Okay, why not? All right, what's the theme gonna be? Comfy. Well, look at me. I may not even need to change. I want to wish on these stars so bad. It's a starry night. All right, let me out. Let me out. Give me another shooting star. Star, oh star, up in the sky. Please. Where are you? Come back. This game hates me. Okay. Yeah, okay, okay. I might not even need to change clothes. I think I'm comfy maxing right now.
Yes, this is what I mean when I say I'm looking for a comfy style.
I know that's right. All right. Thank you, ma'am. This is what I want. Glasses. Are they stylish? I don't remember what these look like. Is there actually criteria? Yes. If you want to be a tryhard and make this game boring and unfun, what you can do is you can look it up. There's a spreadsheet online. Every single clothing item, every shirt, every accessory, they are all sorted into one of several categories: comfy, formal, different kinds. And the idea is that when she asks for a theme like comfy, you want to gather items that are sorted under that specific category. However, I personally just go by vibes. I'm like, this feels pretty comfy, so it's probably sorted as comfy. But realistically, some of these items might be sorted as something else. Like, I think there's a category called sporty, maybe? I feel like bandage would fall under that. And everyday might be formal, or browline glasses might not be comfy. But having just enough, I feel like these three classify as comfy. That's enough to see it through to the correct response. Spreadsheet, yeah, on like Wikipedias and stuff, things like that. I don't personally play that way though, because I think that is boring and makes every game unfun. However, I respect people who do because I realize that my standards are not the only standard. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people, they prefer to just get through little quests like these and do the stuff that they want to do. And that's totally reasonable. Do you want to be a cowboy? Let's be a cowboy for the day. Do I want to be creative with it? Do I want to wear the government assigned cowboy outfit that I just got, or do I want to make a new one is the question. Because I could also do like, or no, this would be cowboy colors. Or I could do the, why do I have two of these? Ah, I got the wrong color, I guess. I could do these jeans with, this is kind of cowboy. Why do I still have these glasses on? No, no, everything's getting messed up. Super vivid blue is also very right, but I prefer like a lighter jean color personally. I could do, honestly, I could also combine these with the jeans instead of the layered ones that they come with. But I really love that cut in the Western pants. I just wish that the leather part matched the leather vest. So I think one benefit of the black one is that due to color theory, even though the leather vest is exactly the same color in the white one and the black one, in the white one, due to color theory, it looks darker than the pants. But in the black one, it looks almost the same. Still clearly visibly darker, but at a glance, it looks closer. You know what I mean? I'm saying that a lot today. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I am saying? I'm so hooked on that one today, I guess. Though there's also the potential to throw in some shorts and do like a more novelty fit. Okay, one thing's for sure. I already had these boots. I'm sick. I'm sick. This is why I can't go so long without playing. I need to play regularly or else I end up getting duplicates of everything. And then I get stressed out. And I want to go back to past Kaelix and do bad things to him. Yeah, if I do the regular jeans, like the denim jeans, or the cutoffs with like tights, for example, like this, or no, do I have the black ones? Like these, then you can actually see the boots. I think the jeans are the best way to do that though. Because while I love the cowboy pants, you can't really see the boots as clearly. And classic style, like real knowers know, you got to tuck the pants into the boot. You got to tuck the pants into the boot. That's the way it's done, all right? You can't just put it over like that. No, no, no. None of that now. So I wonder if there's another pair of pants that I'm missing that could be a good fit. Ba-da-ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-ba. No, we need those like super starched denim pants. I want to like imagine pulling these pants off and seeing them just be like super flat. Like super starched. Question is, do I want to commit to the Western shirt now that I've accessorized the other one? Because I could also do that. I mentioned that one before. I could do that, would be okay. I love this cowboy shirt. Oh, that looks so nice. That's so cute. Look at that. I would love a good shirt like this, actually. I tried to work in my love for shirts like these a little bit in my work uniform. I don't know if you see the vision, but I'm a really big fan of the Southern style collared shirts that have those little pleats on the upper half with floral and plant motifs. I think they're so tasty. I love those. Oh my gosh. Well, now I don't know. I do feel like this is the classiest though, because the vest kind of ties the hat to the boots a little bit. It kind of distributes that brown more consistently. Alternatively, there's also this. Oh, I can't decide. I don't know which one's better. Maybe I'll go with the red one because that way the blue is not different. And the only blue is the pants. Because that is one thing that turns me off from the black one with these jeans is that the blue is not the same. But they're just similar enough to like turn me off a little bit. If it was like a super dark blue, that'd be awesome. Swag crisis even here. I need you to know any game where I can customize my character, I will have a swag crisis without fail every single time. I hope you don't mind that. Oh my gosh, wait, I could be a baby. We'll play with that in a minute. All right, and now I need to figure out the plan for the face. Do I want to do glasses? Do I want a mustache? Do I want to be like the sheriff? This makes me look like a grandpa. Like, this is like you roll into a ghost town and there's one guy. There's only one man still there. And he's sitting on a rocking chair in an abandoned saloon. And you look at him and he's like got a big fat classic cigar. Just burning off, trailing ash into the floor from his mouth. He's like, not often we get company around here. What brings you these parts? What brings you around these parts? That's how he talked. Yeah, Larry, you ain't supposed to be here. What brought you around here? You ain't supposed to. Like that very like low mumble. Or maybe this is even more. Now this kind of de-ages him by a good 5 decades. This is like sheriff in his prime. He's like 30, maybe 40. He's had the career for a good few years, and he's beloved by the townspeople. His glory days of being young and adventurous are behind him. Now he's just settling down, keeping things safe, right? This is when he's been retired for 30 years, and he's just kind of sitting around drinking. Yeah, just drinking every day. He might tell you a story if you get him in the right mood, and he'll dance once or twice a year. It's like, this town ain't big enough for the two of us. And then this is like, this town wasn't big enough for the two of us, so I had to gut him. I had to take him out back, and I had to tie a cinder block to his ankle, drop him into the river. I haven't seen him since. I told him all the lesson. I taught everybody what they needed to know. That's what that one gives to me. And this is giving like baby's costume. This is giving like, you're supposed to play cowboys with me. Hey, you're supposed to play cowboys. Mom said you had to play cowboys with me. It's like 3 different generations. This is like baby's costume. This is actual sheriff. He's in the height of his career. This is retired, withered old man. Let's see. I can't decide if I want to do glasses or not. Maybe, do I have the aviator type shades? Do I have those? This is kind of fitting. If it didn't have the mottled tortoise shell type color palette, this would actually be a really nice shape as well. This is kind of, no. This is kind of bandit. This is like I'm a robber. I've come to take a big fat sack with a $sign on it. Like classic type robber with the mask. This is giving Frio when he fixes somebody's audio setup. Or like their computer settings. Or also Shu Yamino at random occasions. I haven't figured out the correlation for him using this emoji, but he uses it a lot too. Maybe this is a no glasses day. I don't usually opt for no shades. I get confidence when I wear glasses, but I kind of feel this. I feel like this is kind of nice. Or I could be like the dog cowboy. Nah, I feel this. This is the vibe, I think. I'm still considering these, but I think this is fine. Even if you can't see them, I should be wearing some socks because that's classy. It is classless and tasteless to not be wearing socks. Going commando in the shoe is nasty, and I don't support it. unless it's like a sandal or a flip-flop. No backpack. Okay, I think this covers the fit. How do we feel? All right, how we feel? How you feeling? Do you like the look? Do you like my new outfit? Draw. Top 10 outfits to walk up and say, "Whoa there." Actually, hold on. I'll give you a POV. All right. Whoa there. I'm the sheriff around these parts. You got a permit to carry this around? You got a permit to be acting like this? Did you get the proper certifications? I'll have you know I don't take kindly to troublemakers around here. Whoa there. Whoa there. I don't take kindly to criminals in my town. You best be careful now. I wouldn't want to have to clean you up. What's that? All right, you're safe for now, but I got my eyes on you, partner. Whoa. I got my eyes on you, partner. Wait, hold on. Can I... How does this work again? Sorry, it's been a minute since I've operated this camera, so doing it without the UI is a little hard. You best be careful now. I got my eye on you, partner. You better be careful now. Take care of yourself. Don't be getting into no trouble. It's so goofy. I love Sonny Briscoe. He's so funny. I wonder if he knew just how crazy the longevity of Whoa There was going to be. I wonder if he knew when he did it. No, it doesn't count. This is not a VCraft mention. This is a Sonny Briscoe mention. It's different. I know it happened in VCraft, but I want you to not count it anyway. Also, I wasn't the first one to mention it, so you can't blame me. I'm just being attentive. I'm just being a good listener. I'm just responding to the things you have to show, or have to say, rather. Anyway. So, what's the plan for today? I will say I'm on a soft time limit, but it's not as strict as some of my more recent time limits. Today we got a wrap around. Let me check my clock actually, really quick. Yeah, we got to stop around 11. Hold on, I'm gonna double check just to be extra safe. Do 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 do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, 10:30 would be safer. I'll aim to wrap before 11, but 10:30 will be my goal where I'm like, okay, we got to start calming down now. So we got a good 2 hours after this. I spent all my time having a swag crisis instead of getting my work done. I'll set an alarm to remind myself though. But actually no alarm. I'm gonna ask you to do it for me because you seem to love being useful. I will give you a chance to be useful. Could you remind me that we need to start calming down a little bit and getting ready to say goodbye at 10:30 EST? If you need a visual guide, I have a clock up there on the top left corner if you see it. When that reads 10:30, that is 22:30. That's when we'll have to start calming down. Can you remember that for me? No pressure to stay and hang the whole time, but if you happen to be here and you remember, that would make me so happy. Thank you so much. You're so helpful. Pat. Okay, so game plan for today. I didn't actually decide ahead of time. I wanted to figure out the plan together. So maybe I should get my pointer out, actually. Something I like to play with whenever we do this. Is it this one? Yes. So, as you can see, my house used to be over here. I have since gotten it moved. I moved it over here because this is where I plan to have my house long term. I'm not exactly sure what the plan is going to be, like exactly in perfect detail to connect this area with the rest of the island yet. But I know I want this general spot to be sunken and the rest of the island to be at level 1 rather than ground level. Like the second level high. Just like we planned before. In fact, if I could pull out, where did I put it? Just where is it? Is it this one? Wait, did I? Oh, I think I've lost my blueprint. Frowny face emoji. Oh, you know what? I think I deleted it. Oopsie. Yeah, I try to behave and clean out my screenshots every now and then, but I wonder if it's still in my recycling bin. I wonder if I could save that one screenshot. I miss my blueprint. I do still have the original file, but that one's like already slotted in there. It's so convenient. Okay. Let's see. Where's my recycling bin? Oh, there's my recycle bin. I typed in the wrong name. It's recycle bin, not recycling bin. All right, let me view medium icons. Surely if I scroll in the right timeline, I'll find it. It should still be there, right? I'm gonna find it. I promise. Okay, it would be in our Animal Crossing era. So it'll be surrounded by other Animal Crossing screenshots I trust. I found it. Okay. Restore. So it should just automatically go back, right? Is it still there? Yes. Yes, it's restored. Thank you for waiting. So, as you may remember, in the blueprint that we so thoroughly plotted out together when we first started unlocking all these features to decorate the island with, my plan is to have a sunken area like this, and I initially considered having another sunken path to connect my house's area to the private tiny secret beach where Red docks his boat to sell his illegal wares. I'm not sure if that's still the move or if I'll want to do a separate sunken area with stairs going down, because the plan is gradually changing a little bit just on a basis of what we do and how things shift and change as we develop in real time, because this was always meant to be an approximate blueprint. For starters, we could start cleaning up my house area a little bit, cleaning up the terraforming there a little bit, planting some trees to go there, because I do plan to fill that whole back thing up with trees so I have a clear backdrop to my house, and so that you don't really notice that it's such a thin strip of land here. Because this strip of land that's raised up behind the house is so tiny in order to maximize the utility of the rest of the island. If I wanted it to look super immersive, I'd jut it out like this far, but that would be a big waste of space because there's nothing gonna be up here. Whoa, nothing is going to be up here. Talking like a cowboy, I guess stuck me in that mode of talking that way. There's nothing gonna be up here, is what I just said. But yes. So I think the strat is to start with this a little bit, clean this terraformed path up a little bit, maybe even start the pathway up here. And that way we'll have a clear sense of how far this can go out. Because the next jumbo priority, much more important than my house, because my house is just such a tiny priority right now, is to clear this place up so that the museum can leave this spot right here. Because right now the museum's right next to the Resident Services Center, and I need it gone because I can't move any of the shops till it's out of the way. And yeah, I'm thinking if we do this first, we'll know exactly how we can structure this big raised area to level 2, or the highest level that we can stand on and place furniture and houses on. If we do that first, then we'll be able to do the museum with more clarity. Yeah. Museum plan may change a little bit. I may give it a bigger plaza. I may do, I don't know, I may push it further back. I may make it tinier. All I know is I want it in this general area. So I think, yeah, I think we'll have a much clearer path forward if we start with this area, which is a little backwards because we started with the front entrance, but in order to continue beyond the front entrance into the left and right areas, east and west, we'll need to get rid of the museum, which is right here, taking up all this space. And I'd rather be cost efficient and not move the museum more than once. I'd like to move it exactly one time to the spot it's going to stay in forever. So that's what we're going to do. All right, I think that's the plan. Thank you for... Oh, I yapped about it for so long that my console went to sleep mode for a second there. Oh my goodness. All right. Wait, what time is it in the game? Do you know just offhand what time the Nooklings close? What time they close their store, the general store? The little baby boys that are having their early foray into capitalism. Because it would be a good idea to stock up either way. 10, they close at 10. We may need to go in for more, but I think before we start, I actually want to go in and grab some saplings. Some spruce saplings specifically. Because we'll need a lot of those. Thank you for reminding me, though. Yeah, I think I want to... Or rather than spruce, cedar. Which is basically the same thing. Not actually at all, but kind of. Oh my gosh. Maybe the first priority before anything should actually be to empty these pockets. All right, we're going to sip this tea. Tomodachi lifestyle. That kind of sounds like Tomodachi lifestyle. Like lifestyle. But what I was saying was Tomodachi lifestyle, as in the style of Tomodachi life. Yeah, let's start with 10. We can come back for more later if we need it. And if we miss our window, we can plant the rest of them another time. Tomodachi lifestyle, that's my lifestyle. I'm living the Tomodachi lifestyle every day. Just sitting in my room, eating my various snacks and goodies, playing with my toys, having my fashion crises. I feel like she's gonna be problematic today. Because she's up here and I got no way to get her down, and she's right up in my work zone. We're gonna have to do something about her. And by something, I mean kindly ask her to leave. I don't know what you were expecting. But yeah, so as you can see, this strip behind the house is kind of small in order to maximize the use of the land. So I want to fill it up with as many trees as I can cram into that space, but in a way that does not feel too even. Because if it feels too even, that kind of feels unnatural. I want it to be a little jagged. This will be like the only time you see something relatively symmetrical. And that is because I need it to like wrap around the house in a way that is symmetrical. Just there. But immediately after that, it should become asymmetrical and lopsided. So I think we'll place one here. We need to consider how close we want this to be. Ooh, that's tough. Like, if I don't do it there, I could actually slot in 2 of them. Do it like... I may need to adjust the terraforming too, to really close it in. How tight do I want this to be? I left like a little pocket on either side, just in case I want to do like a little mini garden, or maybe like a little workstation outside. Though I usually like to put my workstation facing this way, against a cliffside if I do this kind of thing. So it's kind of hidden. That way I can have the function without sacrificing the swag. Manually move villagers around the island. Could you imagine that? Like a me in the me channel. Just pick it up by the head. I'm gonna pick her up by her gooseneck and she's gonna be like I'm trying to decide if I want to... Oh, it's so funny. We put in all that work to Cowboy Max, but I'm immediately going to switch to the hard hat. Here's what I'm trying to decide. Maybe you can help me. Because I'm torn about this. I could either keep this rounded edge here so there's a clear slice this way. And that way I could put something facing this way. I could put little fences here. Or what I could do instead is I could fill this in a little bit. Like this way. Maybe even like this. And make it more gradual. What are you thinking? I feel like the former is probably nicer, but with this one, I can have more variety in the trees on the upper level. I'm torn. More gradual. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm normally allergic to sharp lines in terraforming. You do not want to have a straight line very often, and if you do, it can only be horizontal. Like this. Wait. I caught it. Second one. Looks a little bumpy. I think another plus of this is that I could also do... Oh my god, you're gonna make me pull out my tools over and over again. Another plus of this is that I could rearrange the tree a little bit on the lower level. Oh yeah, whoops. I need the shovel to do that. I could technically do it without the shovel in the first place, but... I like marking the spot. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do... Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drop this guy right here for now. I like marking the spot with the shovel so that I can see it first. What do I need to drop? Oh, I picked up my acorns. I was trying to fill in the hole. I was so confused. Yeah, I find that marking the holes rather than planting the trees immediately, it is more taxing on the shovel for sure. But I don't know. I feel like having that visual guide is helpful for me. That way I can kind of make sure I'm being a little sporadic in my design. It's easier to see more immediately, and it isn't as difficult to fix if it isn't Sporadic. I want to dig this up so bad it's in my way. Okay, hold on. New priority just dropped. Okay, first priority actually. We're getting rid of this. Oh my gosh. Have you watched anything interesting lately? Are there any new releases that I haven't been keeping up with? I mentioned this not too long ago, I think in some stream. Maybe it was members only, but I've been kind of removed from the internet, just from the entire world lately. I've been in my brooding, mysterious artist era, where I am reclusive and just kind of holed away, doing my work. Fiona and Cake. I still haven't seen any of it, and it's a crime that I haven't because I'm obsessed with Adventure Time. I really want to watch it, Fiona and Cake though. Frankenstein. I have seen a thing or two about that. I have not seen the film, but I've seen everybody talking about how they're feeling things for the monster. Which, unsurprising. New season of Spy Family. Oh, there's a new season, isn't there? I still need to watch it. I want to catch up. I really love Spy Family. It's such a nice one. I still have that extant quote syndrome where I love to say like, wow, anytime somebody does something cool. Is it new? Yes! Take it from me! Take the pelvis! Did we finish my favorite dinosaur? Yay! This is my favorite one. We have to go see it. Tell me about the Diplodocus. Or is it Diplodocus? I don't actually know how it's pronounced. What's the consensus there? Anyway.
'Tis fascinating stuff, I assure you. Now, where to begin? Good old Diplodocus. What would we do without you? The stout fellow embodied all the best in dinosaurs. Those sturdy legs, that magnificent tail, and above all, that extraordinary neck. Did you know that its center of gravity was such that sitting up on its hind legs was probably easy? What's more, paired with its long neck, this ability greatly increased its reach for eating plants. Best of all, Diplodocus probably grew its entire life, having no adult size. Would that we were all so gifted. And there you have it.
Awesome. I also need to donate my paintings. I think I got these right, but I'm not certain. Because I try not to Google with these either. I like to go by whether I can catch it or not. And if I get it wrong, then I get it wrong. Lucky! Okay. I want to see the dinosaur. It's my favorite one, and I'm so happy that it's in this game. Okay, hold on. I want to be cowboy maxing when we do this. Blathers is really cute, right? He's one of my favorite recurring NPCs from like the special NPCs that aren't regular villagers. What's all this? What's all this nonsense? Would you believe I never planted enough trees to get this before? Oh my gosh. Okay. One moment. Look at how long he is. He's so long. Why is he my fave? Because he's so long and skinny, and he has like a... I think particularly the standing thing is what's drawn me to him. The thing that Blathers mentioned, this one stands on its hind legs, or it's believed that it probably stood on its hind legs. What we understand about them tells us this at least. They probably stood on their hind legs to reach up higher in trees to get foliage and whatnot for their herbivorous diet because they only ate leaves and plants. And I just think they're so whimsical. They've got all the aura of things like the Brachiosaurus, which I think is the one over here. The really tall one that's not finished yet. I'm still missing its chest piece, but it's got all the like the aura of like a Brachiosaurus or similar long-necked dinosaurs, but it also has the ability to stand, and it's got a super long tail. And I'm pretty sure, unless I'm misremembering, I think it also attacks other dinosaurs with its tail in self-defense, which is so cool. Do I relate to it? Yes. I like the long-necked dinosaurs in general. So I like that one too. I think long-necked ones, I just see myself in them. I feel empathy for these guys. I make it look easy, but it's hard. I'm so happy we finished it. Long neck? No. Well, maybe a little longer than average, I guess, but not by that much. It was something I actually got compliments from some people about in a certain field. I don't know if that's normal experience, though. We should check up on our art as well. Make sure I don't buy anything I already have. We're doing pretty decent on the painting front so far. Kind of abysmal on the sculpture front, unfortunately. One day I'm going to fill this place up. It'll be so beautiful. Then we can go here together and admire all the paintings. For having a long neck? I guess so, yeah. It's a weird thing to explain. I just realized we haven't stopped by for our coffee yet either. Might as well do that while we're in the area. I'm trying to think of how to contextualize what I've just shared with you. Do you know, like, here's an example. Here's another weird compliment that I get from a specialist in a certain field. Every time, medical warning, I guess, because some people are a little squicky hearing about things like needles. But anytime I get my blood drawn or a vaccine, without fail, almost every single time, the nurse or the doctor that's delivering it will tell me that, like, they'll compliment my veins. They'll say I have very big veins in my arm because that makes it easy to do the thing with. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. In the wild, it would be so weird for someone to say, "You have really nice veins, Kaelix." But I don't know. In that specific setting, it makes sense. So while me saying, "Yeah, I've been told I have a nice long neck," that probably sounds really weird. But it came from the type of person that was into checking the proportions of, for example, like the gap between your eyes or between your ears. Things like that. Very weird thing to hear from a normal person, though. I don't know if that contextualizes what I mean properly. It almost burned my tongue, but that's how I like it. Scorching! You think a vampire would say that? Oh my gosh! A visitor to the cafe? A guest in the roost?
Good evening, Kaelix.
I kind of want to give them my... I don't know. I used to try as hard as I could to give like a cute voice whenever there's a kid in a video game. But recently, I don't know if you've noticed, I've been in this era of just Mandarkifying them. Making them all Mandark. I want to retcon my voice for Timmy and Tommy and make them more like,
"Oh, that coffee smells so good. I can hardly wait." I am Mandark. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Okay, time to get back to the shop.
I just feel like it's so much more kid energy than actually trying to sound cute. You know what I mean? I'm just too much of a grown man. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I wanted to cover the dinosaur first. Skittles being put in milk and eaten like cereal. Yeah, no, I'm not. I can't say I'm personally a fan of the concept that you've just put in my mind. I don't know. I'm trying to hear you out. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt here. The more I think about this sensory experience in my brain, the more I just feel bad. Let me get into it, I guess. I think the flavor would be fine, right? Like, I feel like milk and something really sugary candy like Skittles, that's not too bad. The problem in my mind is the texture. Imagining like, thank goodness it wasn't the money rock. Just imagining chewing on milk-soaked Skittles for as long as it takes to complete a full chew of a Skittle. Similar to Fruity Pebbles in flavor, maybe. Texture, no. It'd be very different. Yeah, I cannot say I'm a fan of that. I cannot say I'm a fan. Flavor would be fine. For example, like if they dropped a cereal that had more of like an oat or grain base and the same flavoring as their candy, I'd give that a chance, maybe. It wouldn't be too bad. Like, I'd give it a shot. I'd give it an honest try. However, just regular Skittles and milk, I just imagine chewing the milk-soaked Skittle between my teeth for many seconds, and I just don't feel good. It just does not feel nice. Cannot say I'm a fan. All right, let's plant the last of our trees over here. We're gonna have to go grab some more after all. I knew we would, but I may actually need to rethink this before I plant more. Because I'm realizing I've started planting in this direction, but I haven't worked out the terraform here. I got a little distracted. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's look at this again. I need to figure out the plan for this upper section of the river. And I actually considered something that was a little derivative of the original blueprint. I considered scrapping the upper section of the river, but it would be very useful to have it anyway, just because there are some fish that can only be caught on upper level rivers, right? So maybe I'll keep it anyway. I don't know. Skittles and milk is a thing? No, it's absolutely not. I think sometimes people just like to be whimsical and say whimsical things in order to get a funny reaction. I hope mine was satisfactory. I don't know. I'll be real with you. I'll digest it. I'll think about it seriously. I'll give it a shot. I will honestly consider it. But after thorough consideration, I think that would be a nightmare, and I would not like it. Little pond. That could be nice. Yeah, a little pond. I don't know. I feel like I'm just not using this upper level as efficiently as I could. Here's what I'm going to do for now. We do have ample screenshots and evidence of the original form of this river. So in my quest to make it as similar to the start as possible when we terraform over it, I'll be able to have a reference, right? I think for now, I'm just going to completely clear it away and get rid of it, just so that I have the space to terraform. I've been kind of dreading it because it's one thing to keep a river, it's another to recreate a river exactly as it was, right? And in order to raise the island to the first level, or the second level, like that higher level, and still have the same river, I have to like completely fill in the river and then remake it from scratch. And it's so hard, and it's already different, the part that I've reconstructed on the lower end. It is already different. Favorite cereal? I wonder if you can guess. I want you to guess. What kind of cereal, not even a specific one, not even a named cereal if you don't want to, but like, what category of cereal do you think I would like? Knowing what you know about me, I might surprise you. I might be super predictable. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if you can get it. I actually do have a few that I really like. So there are multiple correct answers. There's not just one. I don't have a single favorite. And my answer sometimes changes just with where I'm at in life. Good guess. Good guess. I like 2 distinct categories of cereals. Technically 3, if you want to really get into it. There are cereals that I like for actually having for breakfast on a more consistent basis. In that case, these are like healthier cereals. So like they aren't sugary. I usually go for like a basic flake kind of cereal. I like when they have dried fruits in them. Is something I really like dried strawberries. So I like, how do I describe these usually? There's a nickname I've given to these. Adult woman cereals. Do you know what I mean when I say that? Adult woman cereal. That's my favorite that I have on a more regular basis. And then I don't know if that's a ridiculous name to give it, but like when I think of the marketing profile, right? When I think of the kind of person they're trying to sell this cereal to, it's always grown women. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I hope that makes sense. So that's the kind that I like the most often. But I also have some that I don't have very often because they're not very good for my teeth, but I do still really like them. And these are the ones I go for either. This is why I'm torn between calling it 2 categories or 3 categories. There are some that I really like for flavor, like the sweet intensity, sweetness value. And there are others that I like for the texture, like the crunch. Like another, a good in-between actually, thinking about texture and health, is I like dried rice cereals that aren't too sweet or aren't sweetened at all as well. Because my favorite category for texture is like pebble cereals. I love the pebble cereals. I love them so much. They feel so good between my teeth. It feels like I'm eating rocks. I love it so much. And so the rice ones that aren't sweetened, it's kind of like, it gives me the crunch and texture of a pebble cereal, but it's not made of nothing but sugar. You know what I mean? That being said, I do still really love the pebble cereals in their intended exact form, right? What else is there? Oh, hey. Hey, ma'am.
Good evening. Aren't the stars just exquisite tonight? Hooty toots, I've almost forgot. I came across a recipe for an astronomical project in a book and jotted it down. I would like you to have it. Do let me know if you try building it, would you?
I love her. I miss when she had an observatory. They should give her an observatory on the 2nd floor to the right. Because we got a cafe downstairs to the left, or same floor to the left. We got art exhibit forward. We should give her an observatory to the right in the museum. That'd be so awesome. Listen to me. Listen to my plea. Put me in charge. Anyway, I like those for the texture. I like the pebbles and the rice ones. For flavor, I'm a big fan of the cinnamon and sugar ones. I really like cinnamon and sugar in cereal. Ordinarily, I'm a big fan of chocolate. Chocolate is my favorite sweet flavor profile, but not as much in cereal. I'm not as big a fan in cereal. Yeah, cinnamon sugar is my favorite flavor profile. So the ultimate Kaelix cereal, if I could invent a cereal for me, would be a dried rice base with minimal cinnamon flavoring and dried fruits. And I don't think those would go together very well at all. Maybe they'd have to be separate. Oh my gosh, I'm flashing back. I'm trying to remember. There was another one that I really liked at one point. Oh yeah, I really like, not even at one point, I like these today as well. As for like a sweet cereal that's not pure sugar, I really like the honey-based ones too. I like those. Those are always yummy. Dried apples, that would be good with cinnamon. Yeah, okay, like a dried rice base flavored with cinnamon with dried apples. Yeah. Milk or cereal first? I do cereal first because I like to adequately cover the cereal with the milk. Because if you put cereal on top of milk, then you just end up with like a big upper crust of dry cereal that is not submerged in the milk. And at that point, you're better off just like having a cereal in the bowl and drinking the milk from a cup that is removed from the cereal. Japanese cereal, does it have a lot of fruit in it? I haven't had any. I'm not familiar at all with how cereal is in other countries, like any other country. I do imagine there are other countries where they'll probably have a lot more sugar. There are probably countries where they don't have any sugar in the cereal. I am kind of curious to try other ones. It's kind of an unsung legend of the food industry, I guess, is cereal. I feel like people don't talk about it quite as much, but it's so convenient. That being said, my go-to for breakfast will almost always be to make a sandwich myself. Or if I'm really feeling like it, I'll put in some like eggs in the pan. And that's always yummy. Fruit cereals with yogurt instead of milk? No, I've never done that, but I have had yogurts, same category. I jokingly call these adult woman yogurt. Same category of food marketing profile where they're trying to sell to grown women. I've had a lot of those. I actually really love those as well. I don't know, maybe I'm just the target audience when it comes to the foods that they're trying to sell to grown women. I am the adult woman marketing persona when it comes to food specifically. I don't know, I just think the food that they're trying to sell to grown women is the perfect in-between of something that is healthy and good for you and nourishing, but also not, like, it doesn't taste like dirt. You know what I mean? Because when it comes to more neutral or masculine marketed health foods, I feel like they just always taste nasty. They always taste so gross. And they have the worst texture a lot of the time. Because I think, and it makes sense mentality-wise too, right? Because I think with men a lot of the time, and there's no like perfect stereotype, right? There will always be exceptions. I'm an exception to this, right? There are many exceptions out there. But I feel like a lot of men who get into eating healthy, they are more invested in min-maxing their health journey, right? They want access to something that will get them the maximum amount of protein and necessary ingredients with the least amount of food. And they aren't as concerned with like the flavor profile or any of that. It's not as important. The end result is what matters the most to a lot of men that get into health and dieting. However, I personally, I like to enjoy food. I think enjoying food is one of the most important parts of being human. I totally support people that take on different forms of dieting and exercise. I totally support it. It is entirely your prerogative to take in what you are comfortable taking in and to live the life that you are proud of. But I personally, in my life philosophy, I feel like a life without tasty food is a miserable, miserable life, and it's not one that I'd be very proud of personally. But that's just my values. I say all the time, I think one of my favorite things about the fact that we're human, one of my favorite features of the human condition is the fact that we have to eat. Because if we did not have to eat, we would not make delicious food. I feel like if people were just cooking for the love of the game, we would not discover so many tasty foods. It is entirely the necessity of eating that makes us want to make things tasty, makes us curious about how we can make things taste better. You know what? I might as well just block out the whole thing. Yeah, that's just how I feel. So I do not click as well with a lot of the things that are marketed to men when it comes to the stuff I'll find in the grocery store. Which is why I call a lot of the convenience foods that I like adult women food. Yeah, just to be clear. This is not me shaming adult women. I think adult women are so awesome. Shouts out adult women. Oh, I am the adult woman. Well, as far as my... Like, I feel like if you looked at my shopping cart for food, you'd probably guess that. I do feel like I shop for groceries. Like, what they expect a woman would, maybe. I tend to go more for tasty, nourishing ingredients. And if I go for a convenience food, it's always, like, those tasty yogurts and cereals with fruits in them. And I think they're awesome. And I'm proud of it. I'm not ashamed. You cannot stop me. How are we doing on this front? All right. No, actually, hold on. I'm going to go straight up. I need to figure out how I want this path to work. Rest of my family, no, they are not on my adult woman lifestyle unless they're eating something that I've cooked, which does happen sometimes. I guess my mom is on the same lifestyle. And honestly, falling into a lot of it was just me wanting to have whatever my mom was having. I would just eat whatever she had. Even as a kid. Like, these are health habits that I've had since I was young, to be honest with you. But my siblings, they like junk. They like garbage in their food. And I support it because I like garbage food too, but I try to be careful about it, you know? I just try to be mindful of what I'm putting in my body. Okay, this is too far forward. We're going to do this further back. Yeah, I agree. Food should not be gendered. I just find that in general, a lot of the foods that I like are marketed to women. I don't know what it is. Not even number 3. Nope. In fact, number 3 is probably the worst of us when it comes to junk food. Especially now. Because she's just recently starting to make, like, grown money. You know what I mean? She's starting to get her first checks. And now it's like every other day. She's like, ooh, I got the tastiest cupcakes today. Ooh, I got the yummiest cake for you to try. Ooh, come over and try this ice cream. I support it too. There's a timeline where I am exactly the same, where I haven't realized just how weak my discipline is. And she's at her most powerful this time of year, I've learned. Because this time of year, you know, we're pulling out all the seasonal desserts. Everything tastes like pumpkin. And she loves it. She loves it. She loves pumpkin. I see exactly what the problem here is. I should have been doing this. This is what the problem was. Yeah, she wants the ping ping pie. Oh my gosh, do you remember ping ping pie? That's an older one. Do you remember the ping ping pie video? I was obsessed with that. I was obsessed with her. I haven't thought about that video in like 2-3 years. I want the telephone number for the ping ping pie. Okay, it was this video of there was this guy and his grandma really wanted a pumpkin pie. She really wanted a pumpkin pie, but she was struggling to remember the word pumpkin. And she said so many things that were almost pumpkin, but not quite pumpkin. And it was really cute. It was actually really cute, but she was... It's also kind of sad because she's just getting mad at him and he's not listening. And he knows exactly what she's trying to say. Yeah, there's just something about that. There's something specifically kind of funny and sweet and cute about someone getting really fired up trying to say pumpkin, and they're coming out with like ping ping. Yeah, it was a viral video like 2 or 3 years ago. Or she also called them pancake pies, I think. I don't know. I always had really conflicting emotions with it though, because on one hand, it is objectively really fun, or not objectively, but I guess subjectively, it is really cute and really funny. But I also just feel kind of sad, you know, because she's just trying so hard to say pumpkin. I feel like he should just give her her pumpkin pie, you know? But there's something so cute about ping ping pie and pancake pie. So now whenever I think of pumpkin pies, sometimes I autopilot and say ping ping pie or pancake pie. Same lady who called the charcuterie board the charcuterie board. I don't know about that. The other video of hers that I liked was one where she calls emojis smooshies. She calls them smooshies. And I thought that was really cute. It reminds me of my mom sometimes. Like, my mom stands on business when it comes to Amiibo specifically. She has said since the launch of the Amiibo that they should have called it Weebos, and she is infinitely upset that they're not called Weebos. She was like, they are missing out on the opportunity of a lifetime. They should have called it the Weebo. She is so insistent that they should be Weebos. It's cute, right? It's so cute. I don't know. There's something cute to me in general about people that are either older or just like just one generation behind even saying something wrong or trying their best to say it right. There's something about that that's just really cute to me. We got the mushroom wand. Okay, hold on. What does it take to make that one? I want this. Skinny mushrooms and star fragments. If we keep our skinny mushrooms, if we keep any skinny mushrooms we find today, and we keep wishing on stars anytime they show up, we should be able to craft that by the time the stars are washed up ashore to collect. Mushroom, mushroom, shroom, mushroom, 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 shroom, mushroom, and a mushroom, shroom, la 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 la. Mushroom, mushroom, shroom, mushroom, 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 shroom, mushroom, and a mushroom, shroom, la 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 la. Nixia, Pinklin, Kakarika. I get stuck in my head every time I think of mushrooms. It's such a catchy song. Do you know that one? All the mushrooms surround me, surround me. So there's also mushroom, mushroom, mushroom. You make me feel a little funny inside. Such a banger. Such a sweet song too. Also kind of sad. So many bangers out there. You can customize the wand? You can customize the color of the mushroom wand? Well, now I want to see the colors. I don't have any stars, except for one that cannot leave the beach. It has to stay there forever. Or else. Oh my gosh. But I gotta keep an eye out for Yaminer. But I gotta keep an eye out for Yaminer. I've been hooked on calling him that lately. Keep an eye out for Yaminer. Like, keep an eye out for Selena. Shu Yamino mentioned. Hi, Shu. Thank you for the redirect. Hello, Yaminian. I hope that you had fun today. You were playing ranked Valorant today, right? I listened for a little bit. I don't know if you were still doing that by the end, though. Knowing you, you may have switched gears and started getting over it, or maybe you're back in your Uba Budzube era. Don't mention the counter. I already mentioned VCraft 3 times today. Did you know that? Did you know that, Shu? I mentioned it 3 times in this stream already, I think. I just can't stop. And I started the stream. I said out loud to myself before I went live today. I was like, all right, I'm not going to mention VCraft today. I'm going to make an active effort not to mention VCraft. And literally like 20 minutes in, I was like, whoa there. Whoa. Whoa there. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. There's nothing I can do. There's something that I miss about it so much. I was saying this in a phone call recently. I kind of miss waking up and not needing to wonder what I was gonna do for the rest of that week. I would just wake up, I'd have my breakfast, and then I'd play Minecraft for 10 hours. Then I'd get a little bit of work done. Then I'd go to sleep, wake up, and do the exact same thing again. I kind of miss that. Do you think we should all become Minecraft content creators? Should we all quit our variety streamer gig and become Minecraft content creators instead? Do you think we should quit our jobs and become Minecraft content creators? Do you think... What do you say we quit our jobs as we do them right now and we become Minecraft content creators instead? What would you say if I told you that I wanted to... I'm kidding. No, as much as I loved it, I need time. I need time before I can do it again. But I miss it really bad. I don't know if it's like the anniversary effect, because it is now like pretty much 2 months on the dot recently. But I've been very nostalgic for it recently. This last week. I've been missing it so bad. I've been wanting to play it again. If it's epic content, no, right? If we're doing all the coolest roleplay, I want us to do a roleplay and include Herobrine in the lore. I want to do like a true blue Minecraft roleplay server. No mods necessary. Can we do like VCraft Disenchanted and, and just VCraft Disenchanted and just play vanilla Minecraft and have somebody there who has the Herobrine skin and we don't know who it is and they're in creative mode and we have to fear him. Could you imagine? Just a hardcore server. We did that once, yeah. Maybe I just want that again because I died really early. I wanted to make it to the end, but I was too reckless for swag. Just like in Animal Crossing, even in Minecraft, I need everything to look nice. I don't know if you watched our last hardcore server. I died really quick. Me and Maria died so fast because we wanted the fences to match. Because people built the fences around the farm half in oak and half in dark oak. Or honestly, rather than we wanted, I think it was more like I wanted and she understood how much I wanted it and she didn't want me to go alone, so we ended up dying together. So shouts out Maria for that. She's a real one, I guess. Oh wait, I'm having a vision. So I mentioned that I wanted this path to be open so there's a clean walkway to the secret beach where Red docks his stuff, right? There's a market stall furniture item. Imagine if I put it here. Like if I put... It's 1 by 2. So imagine I put one here. And then I put one here. You know, and I just do it along that way. And then on those stalls, I could put like pots and art pieces and stuff and make it look like different things that he's selling. And rather than making it just a secret market that he's illegally operating in his boat, it could be like his boat is an installation in a network of illegal marketing. This could be the black market strip. And make it kind of like the energy of the night market in Stardew Valley, which I really love. I'm so excited for it. That's the one thing I really love about winter in Stardew Valley. I really love the night market. It's my favorite holiday or event in the game. I'm really excited to play that in a month or two. And get to the night market. It's so pretty. The theme makes me want to cry. I love it so much. I gotta check something really quick. Whip-boo, 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 woo-boo, woo. Whip-boo, whip-boo, whip-boo. You like the mermaids? Oh, oh. I actually really love that motif. Dum 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 dum. Oh, 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 oh. All right. I'm seeing the vision. Do you see the vision connecting to reality here? We've got the beginnings of the pathway. However, it's too clean and linear, and I hate it. I hate it so much. I want it to go away. So we're going to make it not linear, so I don't want it to go away anymore. We're going to make it more natural looking. What we're going to do, we're going to clean this up so we don't get it in the way. We're gonna... All right, a couple strats here. I think the strat might be to bump this one out and this one in. So to see that in action, it would look like this. Start it like right here, so there's some division from this longer one. In fact, maybe even... Nah, okay, hold on. It'll be like this. I think I see the vision. Bump this one out. And then... I guess out this much would be enough. And then at the same time, bump this one in just one block to the right, I think. Oh, whoops. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Like this. Old Pokemon games. That is kind of the vibe I want to go for, actually. I do want it to feel a little bit like that. Like the path is carved out. I want this to be the one step away from the Animal Crossing OG approach. Oh, did my camera die? Sorry about that. Oopsie. Anyway, because I want the whole island to be raised up to the first level. I want the whole island to be raised up to the first level, so that it feels kind of like older Animal Crossing games, like New Leaf, where the cliffside is right at the beach. But as one step away from that, or I guess two, I want where's my mouse? Where's my cursor? There it is. I want this pathway to be sunken in, and I want this pathway to be sunken in. Yeah, sorry about that. Sometimes my camera glitches and freezes. Same thing happens to game capture sometimes. I don't know if you've noticed. Sometimes the capture source just freezes in my streaming software. It's kind of unfortunate, but usually I'm able to refresh it if I need to, and then it works. So that's awesome. Just a minor hassle. Yeah, it was a big issue on the grandma PC. Not so much of an issue these days. Happens very rarely now on my Giga PC, but it can still happen sometimes. Okay, now that I've got a slightly more natural path, because this is not as annoying. I do not want this to disappear as much. This doesn't feel as clean and linear. I can figure out this spot. How do I want this to work? I definitely don't want this. Not a fan of that. No, sir. No, sirree, Bob. One way to do this is to round out this much to give it some, like, almost like gradient. Not quite gradient, but you know what I mean. Or... yeah, I feel like it needs to come out more. It needs to come out more than that because it's way too open here. Decidedly way too open. I scratch my head. This is a tough one. I don't know how to do the curve in a way that looks natural. Though it will be easier, I think, if I start filling it up with bushes and trees. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to round this out a little bit. A lot of it, actually. I'm going to do it 2 out. So that way there's kind of like this rounded... No, not that one. There's kind of like a rounded entrance feel in this spot if you're walking through. You see what I'm saying? Like a diagonal entrance. And then I can just continue that here. Oops. How much? How much is too much? Is this too much? This is too much. Is it too much? Well, actually, maybe I could make that a full diagonal to parallel the one on the upper side. Oh, whoops. I'm a little clumsy placing it in situations like this. I'm so excited for the terraform strafing to come out right when I don't need it anymore. Yeah, this kind of rounds it out a little bit. So if I keep that going one more. Oh, whoops. What do you think? Maybe I could do this. No, it's ugly. Oh, I hate it. Okay, hold on. We can save this. We can do like this. Nope, also ugly. Hate it. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I can't be happy. I'm gonna make it more narrow. Ooh, checking the map would be helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, for starters, I'm gonna close it in a little bit. I'm feeling like it's a little too open. Oh wait, that needs to be one to the right. And then, okay. Oh, I don't want to see. Now I'm having a terraforming crisis. Ah, it looks ugly. Okay, I don't want to go over there anymore. I want to do this part again. I'm getting stressed out. I'll figure it out when I connect this part, I think, is what I'll do. I just want to be a whiny baby for a minute. Let's have a sip, though. I'm going to have a sip of water today. If you got a beverage on hand, you should have a sip, too, all right? It's very important. This is your reminder to stay hydrated and healthy. So you can grow big and strong, right? Grown man, by the way. Do I still have... No, I don't still have that. Okay, can I eat this? Oh, no, that's not eating it. That's dropping it on the ground. Yeah, let me just cover it in dirt and grass before I pop it in my mouth. Oh, whoops. All right, let's just clean this area up a little bit. I want to figure out how I'm going to connect with the rest of the world. How am I going to do that? I think I want this to be symmetrical-ish. Maybe. Ooh, but if I make it symmetrical, I'll have to change the placement of the trees and make them symmetrical too. Ooh, how symmetrical is too symmetrical? Because super symmetrical would be very like Pokemon Animal Crossing baby core, like toy village energy. Because here, how do I demonstrate this? There are two paths I could take with this to detail how we're gonna sync this area. One path is to go in a straight line from the house and make this area equal on both sides, or roughly equal. Another is to do a diagonal path towards the house and curve it like this, slightly following what I already have there, what I've carved out. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which one's better. Okay, I have to think about what I want on here. I feel like I want villagers here. And I'm gonna want villagers up here too when this is raised. Which one will annoy me less? Honestly, neither will annoy me. It's more like I don't know which one is more suited to this vibe. Second one is more natural. You know what? It would be more suited to, like, I guess matching this. Because this one is symmetrical, but just off by 1. To make up for the fact that the Resident Services Center was one singular tile to the left of where it could have been. To be a perfect straight line up here. So maybe an in-between would be best, actually. Maybe not a super diagonal path going this way, but more like... Maybe more like a slight curve. And then I raise it like this. There's a path going down. Oh, you know what? I feel like I can't make it perfectly symmetrical anyway because... Yeah, I just got my own answer. I want that to be a natural incline. And those are by 2. It's an even number. The house is by 5. It's an odd number. So I cannot make it perfectly symmetrical with any incline that leads to this sunken area. Okay, I've got my answer. Thank you for being reasonable with me. Thank you for listening. So what we're gonna do instead, let's see. I'm gonna continue this out this way just a bit. So I have a sense of roughly where this should be. We'll adjust it as we go later. But I think I'll have an easier time if this is all the way over here. In fact, a way to get around that would actually be to just do this. Kind of like a dotted line approach. Then I can fill it in later. Okay. Immediately I'm seeing the vision again. We're so back. Never give up. Let me get rid of this tree and this fossil though. Thank you so much. Thank you for cheering for me. I could not do it without you. Oh my gosh. Gush. Oh my god. Gush. Ew. I mixed gosh and goodness and got gush. Oh my gosh. Is that a new thing? Is that my gruel? You know gruel? That's kind of gross. Oh my gosh. Ew. Ew. I don't like it. I don't like that. Let's never talk about it ever again, all right? Surely we'll be able to do that. Ew. No, 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 no. All right, let's make a new one. Oh my flop. Oh my flop. Oh my Claude. Oh my curd. Like cheese. Or like milk curding. Oh my curd. My curd. Ooh. Ooh. That's ancient. That's Paleolithic ancient. Okay, I'm trying to decide just how diagonal. I think we'll extend this by 1. Keep mostly the same structure as it already has, but out by 1. Too much like curd. Ugh. Okay. What the heck? Alright, do you hate me? I got a question for you. Yeah, I got a question for you. Do you hate me? Do you just not like me? Okay, I think if I want this to work, I'll make it by 4. And that way the path can be in the middle. Or maybe we can narrow it out as we go. We'll find out. For now, I started it. What do you mean I started it? I offered alternatives and you just don't like them. Because you just don't like me. You just despise me so much and you hate everything I suggest. You hate all my jokes. One of these days you're gonna say yes. No, don't say that. I'll be really sad. It's supposed to be a funny joke. You're not supposed to say yes. You're supposed to... don't you know I'm baiting for you to say no? I like you so much. You're so awesome and cool and funny. Kaelix, you're so cool. Don't you know that's what you're supposed to say? What the heck? Cannot have anything out here. I want another walkway going up this way, but I don't know what would be best. I'm so cool and funny? You mean it? Do you mean it? Do you think I'm cool and funny? With more enthusiasm, maybe. Yeah, I could do with more enthusiasm, but I'll take it. Oh, I'm awesome? I'm so funny? Oh, you love me? You know you love me. Mainichi winning. I win every day. Victory every day. Ole wa shosha. You give me way too much grace. I did not deserve this. Jinja sugoi. I've been so hooked on that one recently. Mixing Jinja and like Majide. Jinja Majide. I saw one of you said that during a stream. You said that during a stream at one point, and I picked it up, and I'm kind of obsessed. Not gonna lie. I am Jinja Majide awesome. Thank you so much. Wait. Ah, I just barely got it. I'm just fast enough. Yorobun. All right, do we see the vision now? Is this the moment? Obviously, this will not be as level and straight as it is right now. That's way too clean. Wait, freeze. Okay. Jinja cool and funny and awesome. You promise? You promise? Yeah, I think if I keep the path going that way, I can make that work. Let's compare, though. Let's compare our notes. Hold on. Wait! Freeze! You're not supposed to send me shooting stars while I'm in my phone. I'm looking at my phone. Because I'm always on that phone. All right. Let's compare this current result to our blueprint once more. Don't want to stray too far. I do intend to stray, but not too much. So we've got kind of here, actually, let me just go back and forth. Yeah, you can kind of see how that's taking shape, right? I need to figure out a natural way for that to go up to the second level, though. I can't decide exactly how I want to do that. I could do it like a ladder, or not a ladder, but a like an incline going straight up like this. But I could also extend it a little bit and then do it like around here. Oh, it's tough. And I can't fully fill this in quite yet because I need to move all these buildings. I'm doing everything out of order. That's fine. I'm used to working out of chaos just because of the way that my brain works. Why Ian Livers use Korean recently? I think it is specifically jinja and yorobun. It's not just Ian Livers specifically. In the English-speaking sphere of the internet, jinja and yorobun have caught on as kind of popular words, and they're being borrowed a lot more often in English. You see this sometimes historically with other languages, but I think this one is because of K-pop fan culture, is where it comes from. Because there's a very dominant and active and loud fan base for K-pop groups and K-pop idols among English speakers. And so words like yorobun and jinja, they kind of catch on, almost like memes. Yeah. Yeah, maknae is another one. Though maknae is explicitly a meme for the way that a lot of English speakers are being exposed to it. Because there's a video where someone's like, she's the maknae, so the fact that she would eat first. Ning Ning is the maknae. K-pop demon hunters. Do you think that has a hand in it? I wonder. That is also very recently popular, especially among kids. Yeah, it's not just Ian Livers. I will say it's a bit of a trend on the English-speaking side of the internet in general to use words like jinja and yorobun. Maknae sometimes because of the meme, but yeah. Kaelix is the maknae. I was out here saying anything. Immediate post-debut. Honestly, I'm still out here just saying anything at this point. How do we want to do this?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh man, I don't know.
Because you know what? I want to think about this again. You love my word soup? Thank you. You love how I use words? I do like to call myself a wordsmith sometimes. I don't know if I'm fully deserving of the title wordsmith, but I like to use words in creative ways and say whatever I want to communicate my feelings. Anyway, I want my neighbors, my immediate neighbors, to be really easy for me to see, and I want them to be really close to my house. So I kind of want to put Deli here, and that kind of makes me want to make him kind of isolated. Though I could give him another neighbor so he's not all alone. I could do like Deli and Pee-wee here maybe when I get them. So if I do that, maybe I should actually extend the path down this way. Or... oh, I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm at that point of decision. Very creative. You think I'm creative? I don't know. I think people really underestimate just how much power words have. And people really don't accessorize their sentences as much as they could afford to. I think everybody should endeavor to be whimsical and should use synonyms and metaphors in everything. The moment synonyms and metaphors clicked for me, it was over for the rest of the world. I became the most annoying person alive. All I know to do for now is fill more of this in. My hope is that the more I fill this in, the more vividly I'll see the bigger picture. We talked one time specifically as it relates to playing this game and similar games about different thinking patterns, like the way that the brain works. To recap, if you've forgotten or if maybe you were not around, there are two categories of thinkers. There are top-down thinkers and there are bottom-up thinkers, right? People who think top-down they see the bigger picture first, and then they gradually hone in on the fine details as they go, like later on. Whereas a bottom-up thinker is someone who will see the fine details first, and they'll gradually move across all these fine details from the beginning and gradually see the bigger picture as they go. I'm a very catastrophically doomed bottom-up thinker, which is why my approach to decorating my island is to just kind of like pick a spot and decorate it as much as I can, and then pick another spot and decorate it as much as I can, rather than... I tried my best to set a blueprint. I do my best to think and operate like a top-down thinker would, because it is a very efficient way to plan things and to organize things. But I kind of struggle. So in trying to find the vision again, I'm just doing little things here and there to see if the bigger picture will click for me. Just hoping that, like, filling this in, maybe I'll see like what could go here. I'll see the path take shape. I'll see the plants as I want them to be here. I'll see the furniture I might want to put here. But I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it doesn't work. That's the big weakness. Sometimes I'll go all in on these details and I'll decorate everything, and then I hate it because of the way it connects to the other thing or the other things in the network of things. Yeah. That being said, I did not hate the fact that I am a bottom-up thinker. It does cause me some struggles, and even if I try to adapt top-down thinking patterns, I still can't really do it because it's just not the way that I naturally think about things, and it's not the way I naturally process information. Even if I would have an easier time with a lot of things, being a bottom-up thinker is also a skill in a lot of ways, and it makes me uniquely good at certain things. It really is kind of a trust the process approach. That being said, I still do my best to adapt top-down habits where I can. Like, I try to outline things cleanly. I try to set schedules that are more clearly spread out. But my most natural form, in my absolute most natural, I'm doing everything just in my immediate proximity, and if it isn't right in front of me, then it doesn't exist. All right, I think maybe it's time to fill this in. I kind of had my whiny doo-doo baby moment over here before. The time may have come for me to... Oh, whoops. For me to confront this and not be a whiny doo-doo baby about it. Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of this first. All this blowing wind is getting on my nerves. I actually like the sound of the wind. Mush table. Mushroom, mushroom, shroom, mushroom, 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 shroom, mushroom, mushroom, shroom. La 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 la. Academically study linguistics. There is part of me that wants it. I think I've mentioned before that I would kind of like to go back and finish my degree. Though I was actually studying science before. And there's part of me that wants to go back and study more science. I'm just conflicted all around when it comes to going back to school. Because when it comes to the motivation and the goal to finish my degree and finish my college studies, a lot of that for me is more just wanting to learn and wanting to have a degree to show for everything I've already learned, right? When it comes to using that degree after, I don't really have much in mind is my problem. And I think that's not a very smart investment if you don't have plans to put the degree to use. So I don't know. I would love to study linguistics academically, though. I do better studying academically in general. So if I had that formal environment and I had that like obligation to meet deadlines, I feel like I'd be a monster. That being said, with my current schedule, I couldn't even have a language tutor. I really want to get one though. And at some point, I'm going to have to get over it and get one. Don't have to do anything with your degree. Yeah, it is good knowledge to have, and it's very rewarding. However, a degree is very expensive. Like, I get it, and I agree, in theory. But it would not be a very smart investment when it comes to the finances of getting a degree, right? I am not one to say that a degree is a good thing to get for fun. You know what I mean? Or at least not here. maybe that's just a regional thing, right? No shame. Unfortunately, it is not quite realistic. That being said, I would like to go back and study sometime. Just at some point in the indefinite future when I would like to slow down a bit with everything that I'm doing these days and everything I plan to do in the future. Maybe when I'm a lot older, honestly. I could get into it like a good decade or two down the line even. Because there's no age limit for going to university, right? There's this big idea that everybody should go to college right after high school. And to be fair about it, there is a big benefit to having a degree early. Because it can take time to climb in any industry. It can take time to climb in any job. So having that early entrance is very helpful for a lot of people. That being said, it can be very difficult to commit to a path that early and that young. I still don't really know what I want to do for like super distant time in my life. Thankfully, I don't have to wonder about that for a long time, so that's pretty cool. I'm very privileged to be in a place where, I don't know, I would otherwise just kind of be job hunting if I didn't get lucky. But I am very privileged to be committed as the bouncer for the indefinite future. And that's very awesome. Very happy about that. Yeah, I think it's very reasonable to figure things out like that later and to just do what you can in the present. Not everybody has these things figured out. And a lot of the time they'll figure it out and then they'll commit to it. And then they realize later that they want something else and they'll change their mind. Holy moly, I'm stuttering like crazy today. Yeah, they'll change their mind. And that's totally normal and acceptable too. Yeah, I'm very happy to be here. I'm very privileged to not have to worry about these things right now. And honestly, I may never. And that's also a great privilege. But it would be very enriching to go back and study science again, even if I don't want to be like a doctor or a researcher or anything. I miss learning science in an academic environment. And I also, it's the same sunk cost fallacy that keeps me playing gacha once I start a gacha. Or like gambling in video games without spending real money. It's the same sunk cost fallacy. I spent so much time studying science already and was just shy of the first tier degree. But I was like one course, maybe two, if I'm being generous for it. One course shy of that degree. Makes me want to go back and go like a tier or two higher and just learn everything I can. I just really enjoyed it. It was nice. I kind of missed that. Yeah, I think any room I have to study right now would go towards language in the end. Rather than science. Science is very rewarding, but I want to get better at Japanese. I want to do a lot of cool stuff in Japan someday. And I'd be able to hold my own and not rely on others as much. I don't want to be a nuisance to friends, coworkers, or strangers. If ever I travel to Japan, so I would like to learn what I can. I think I'm gonna bend this path up too. Mm. 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 Family member went to Japan and that's how she learned best. Honestly, I feel like that's how I learned best too. And that's why I'm not sweating it too much that I couldn't really handle getting a tutor anytime soon. As much as I'd really love that academic setting, and as much as an academic setting is really important for Japanese, like being literate, you have to study, you have to use flashcards, you have to do quizzes. But I do personally retain things very well when I learn it colloquially, like through conversation. When I learn it through interacting with humans who speak the language. And or like similarly situations where I say a word wrong and somebody is there to witness it. I remember that incorrect word forever and I never make the mistake again. Hopefully. Though even to this day, I've struggled with it for years. I sometimes will say, because, you know, as someone who cannot speak Japanese efficiently or fluently, it is a very common thing for me to say, yomemasen. And I do better now than I used to, but for a really long time, I'd say, hiragana su ka nomemasen. Nomu. Nomu te nani? And it took saying it wrong enough times around people that spoke Japanese better than me to hammer it into my head that it is yomu. Nomu janakute yomu. You do not drink Japanese. You read it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that is one plus side that makes it easier for me to not be super afraid about whenever that future comes around. I'm able to kind of hope and trust that when the time does come, that I can learn from those that are around me. And even now, I can learn from people around me, and it's a great privilege. I'm very thankful to be surrounded by so many cool people. I wish I could drink hiragana. That'd be so awesome. And kanji. Kuremasu ka? Can I do that? Can I drink kanji instead of learning it? That'd be so convenient. Could you imagine if they offered words as a beverage? What would it taste like? It would depend on the word that you're learning. It would depend on the word you're learning, and it's like one word per beverage. It would be so unfair if you learned a bunch. One character per beverage. And the flavor changes depending on what the word means. Unko, well, that would be a word you'd rather just learn normally, right? I don't want to know about that one. I'd rather not find out. I hope the day never comes that I know what that tastes like. I don't know what situation would result in that. I hope that day never comes for me, personally. You know, I have a curious mind. I like to explore. I like to taste things and smell things that I've never had before, even things that I think are probably kind of gross. I don't think I'd ever try that one. No, thank you. You can keep the unko beverage to yourself. Word cocktail. Ooh, that'd be interesting. Like a fusion of multiple different word beverages. That's kind of interesting to imagine. I feel like the food culture of that would be so crazy. I feel like people would start using these word beverages to season foods too. Like I can imagine them mixing them into, what is it called? Mixing them into cake batter and making food cakes. So you could eat them too if you wanted. Reminds me of a kid's show I used to watch about a dog who ate lettuce soup and learned how to speak. Do I know that show? What's it called? Martha Speaks? Is that the show? I don't know that one. That sounds really cute though. I feel like there are so many shows about dogs. Martha Speaks? What does she say? What does she say? See what it makes me think of, this whole conversation? It makes me think of the music video for 季節は次々死んでいく. I don't know if you've ever watched the... Do you know that song? Na 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 na. どめく街のななない男ななななの日のせ駅前行って You know that song? I don't know if you've ever seen the music video. Highly recommend watching it. It's a really interesting concept for a music video. What they did is they used a... Is it a laser cutter? I think they're usually used to laser cut designs in wood, right? That's my understanding. They used a laser cutter on a bunch of steak. Like a bunch of meat. And they cut out different words as they related to the song. And they served them on a plate with a red sauce to an actress. And as the music video progresses, she eats these word meat. Like these meaty words. She eats them. And it's so cool. It is such an interesting concept artistically, and I love it so much. That video left a super lasting impression on me. I think I might put something here. I don't know what, though. That's something. So I'm going to make this symmetrical here. Awesome. Meaty words. Sounds like swear words. I told you not to say meaty words around here, okay? You need to behave. We need to set a good impression. Stop saying all those meaty words. Don't make me wash your mouth out with soap. Wash your meaty mouth out. Yeah, 季節は次々死んでいく. Amazarashi. I love that guy. It's such a nice song. It's one of my favorite songs, actually. 季節は次々死んでゆく. なななな声が風になる. Love it, baby, baby, ba ba ba. Ba 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 ba. It's so yummy. Pun unintended. That's not a pun. That's just a joke. Joke unintended. Watch Tokyo Ghoul. I watched and read that one, actually. That's one of the few manga that I can say I've read. Because I've never gotten as into manga reading, or at least not as much as I'd like to. Yeah, I've read and seen it. I haven't read all of the manga, though. I read in the manga up to the point where I think, well, the point where something really bad happens, and then it kind of gets retconned, I guess. Because it was very different as the anime progressed than I thought it was going to be when I got to that part watching it. So I guess I have not read the whole manga, unfortunately. Witch Hat Atelier? No, but I want to. I'm really interested in it. The style is really appealing to me, and I love magic and fantasy, and the concept is really charming. I've wanted to get into it for a long time, actually. It's been recommended to me by a number of friends who know what I like. But I'm so allergic to sitting down and doing anything anymore. I kind of miss it, though. I did have a phase where I was trying to, like, read before bed. But it ended up dying out before long. I'm struggling to keep that habit up like I used to. I'm just so... It's like it requires a part of my brain that is kind of burnt out by the time I end my day. You know what I mean? And I just don't have that specific kind of energy left over. I'll probably watch it, though. I find that watching anime rather than reading manga, it's a different experience, and there's a very specific charm to reading the original manga and seeing and appreciating the illustrations as they were done by the original mangaka, right? But with anime, I find that it is a lower effort experience for me. I don't have to do as much work imagining what's going on, and I personally am a big sound freak. I love music and I love voice acting. So it gives me something that I really, really love to enjoy. I can't believe we cleared all 3 tree milestones in one day. I do really enjoy reading, and I love imagining things in my mind, but When I am low on energy, I find that it's easier to watch something. So that might just be specifically a me problem because a lot of the work that I do that I need rest from is brain work. I'm doing stuff with my mind. I'm thinking and I'm creating rather than doing physical work. So when I want to relax, I want to do things that don't require me to think anymore. You know what I mean? That's the best way that I know to explain it. I don't know if it makes any sense though. Ooh, I'm gonna lower this one. Like right here. And then I'll do... No. I don't know where I want the rest of them to go. But yeah, that's the best way that I know to explain it. That's why I tend to gravitate more to anime these days. Or like shows and movies. Though when I was a kid, I was a very big bookworm. I loved to read. I was always reading. I miss reading so much. I kind of grieve that I don't read as much as I used to. I figure I can do the rest of the trees another time, but this gives me a big plot of trees to dig up and move around if I need to. So let's look at the map here. Do you see the vision? Do we agree with this? You hear that, Christian? What do you think, Christian? Oh my gosh. I don't know. I think this is fine. I feel like it could be better though. Looking good, you think so? If you think so, then maybe I can keep going with it. But I don't know, I feel like it could be better. I feel like this is a little too artificially natural. Do you know what I mean? I may need to go through and make this narrow a little bit. Like close it in. Have it widen and then close again. Like this feels like something that is man-made to look natural rather than something that is actually natural. Is my line of thinking here. Because I did it in too even a pattern. It's just like zigzagging. And that's not what we need. I don't know. We do have a very clear idea for this though now. Because if you remember, the main goal for today, rather than fully decking out my house, was to figure out the way I want this path to go so that I knew exactly how I could do this. Because the sooner we do this, the sooner we unlock the rest of the island. Because that museum is blocking everything I want to do. All my progress is blocked by that museum and all the houses that will go everywhere else. The moment I got a place for the museum, it's over. No holds barred. But I don't know. I'm so allergic to commitment and decisions. I feel like it could be better somehow. I don't know. My mango is to blow up and then act like I don't know nobody. My mango. A Wizard of Oz inspired island. That's pretty cool. Including the house with the shoes. I need to watch the Wicked movies. I think I mentioned before, I know the original musicals for Wicked. I say musicals, musical singular, multi-act musical. And I know the original Wizard of Oz film. Actually one of my mom's favorite things in the whole world. Do I want to use this? I feel like this is a little too clean, but maybe outside somebody's house. Yeah, that's the extent of my knowledge. I don't know anything about the newer films, but everybody's talking about them. I'm hearing these songs over and over again. Wonderful, you will be wonderful. I'm hearing these over and over again. And I'm constantly, what is it? Madame Morrible, flip it around. Wicked Witch. Haven't even seen the film, and I've seen that specific quote 1 billion times. And I'm not even super active on the internet right now. I was mentioning that earlier. I've been spending more time locked in than browsing and scrolling. And I'm still seeing this. It's like it's got that kind of reach. Madame Morrible, flip it around. Wicked Witch. Kind of goofy. All right, let's have my NIJISANJI soft serve. Do I want to move this? How much do I want to move this? I want to move this to the right. How much to the right? I want to move it here. Toss, toss. Not symmetrical, but as you're arriving... Wait, is it symmetrical? Hold on. 1, 2... I think it just is symmetrical. Is that symmetrical? I can't tell. I don't want it to be. Yeah, okay. It is 1 off. No, it's not. It's symmetrical. Do I want it to stay symmetrical? I don't think I do. Oh, but this is how it would hug the cliffside. Oh, I don't know what to do about that. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, no. Okay, hold on. NIJISANJI soft serve. Look how nice it is. We are not going to get along very well. I have a very different priority. This is too close to the cliff, isn't it? I can't plant this here. I'll show you. I'll show you can't plant this here. I'll show you. Now this is nice. And then, honestly, we can actually start with this now that we're here. We can do a little bit of this nonsense. Now, I do not know. I guess I should at least make the path around the door symmetrical. Start with that. Right? Keep that clean. Keep it pretty. Do I want to do it like that? Do like this maybe? No. Hold on. New vision. And then we'll do in and then back out for variety. And then how do we continue this? This is definitely going to be here and here and here. I'll need to consider how it joins with the rest here. We'll do one of these here. No, it's got to be more open than that. We'll do it here. And then we'll do a down. No. Time check. Okay, that means we got 1 more hour before we have to start winding down. Thank you for the reminder. Okay, and then like this. This is a bit challenging to use in a way that really feels natural. What I personally like to do, I like to sometimes close it and then reopen it nearby. Leave little gaps in the grass and continue it that way. For now, I can continue this one here. And then do like this. And then down here. Then you. And then up. And then down. No. No. We'll do up again here. Narrow it out a little bit. Then we'll do diagonal here. And for this one, we'll do down. And we'll open it again. Like so. Ooh, but I'm putting myself in a corner here. Okay, new approach. We're gonna do right. And then we'll close it, is what we'll do. Because that'll give us a full 3-sided point here. Unfortunately, there aren't any narrow pieces in this one, so I can't just cut it off. I need it to end in the ball shape, like this. Nobody puts me in a corner. That's right. And don't you forget it. I think I want to get rid of this. Because you can't actually see the end of it anyway. And then we'll fill these in. No! Don't look. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Don't look. Don't look. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. You can't see it. You didn't see that. And then we'll do an open one like this. And then you. And we'll close it. Not quite yet. We won't close it yet. We'll do left. And then we'll do... Oh, wait. How is it going to do this? Not like that. It'll be like this. Then we'll close it here. Oh my gosh. Zilgin Joka mentioned. Hi, Zeal. Hello, Zeal. Hello, Zerpent. I hope you've been well. I wish all Zerpents a very pleasant evening. Go get him. Thank you. I factually was actually not doing anything dog related during my Animal Crossing stream. I don't know what that says about you, but just kidding. Just kidding. No shame. Today I am terraforming and decorating. We're doing a little planning, so here I'll catch you up to speed just in case you've missed it. My fellow Zerpent in arms. Hold on. Where's my... Grab my cursor. Grab this over here. And then... So, just in case you didn't know, I actually like to blueprint. I like to blueprint a little bit when I play games like Animal Crossing. So the first thing we did when we unlocked terraforming was we drew this beautiful blueprint. This is the plan to make my island the most beautiful island in all of Nijisanji. I'll probably still come second or third, but I'm content with that much. I aspire to greatness, you know. I want it to be awesome. For starters, we've so far finished the entranceway. This you may have actually seen already, because it's the only area that I've properly decorated, so it's the only area that's like worthy of photos. We've done that area. In order to make room over here so that the museum can be moved to its final resting place, I am now focusing on this area, which is where my house is going to go. It's already there. My house is already there. And I've got a general concept for how I want the terraforming to go. It is sunken here. So there is a path that leads from my home straight to the secret beach where Red sells his goods alongside the illegal market for other forged various goods. Various forged goods would actually be the more appropriate adjective order there. English is funny. We have a lot of secret rules like adjective order. If you say adjectives in a certain order, it can sound really uncomfortable and awkward. For example, if I said brown big cat, to someone who is studying English, you might not notice anything wrong with that. Brown big cat. But to someone who speaks English fluently or natively, that sounds really uncomfortable. It kind of makes you cringe to hear brown big cat. Yeah, right. Ew, right? The correct way to say it would be big brown. There is actually a fully documented, if you look it up, there is a documented order for how the adjective should go. Yeah, size, then color in this case. You sort adjectives by type in English, and there is a secret order that we are never taught this order, just to be clear. In English, like speaking English in a country that natively speaks it, they do not teach you this in school. You just grow up hearing it in this implied order, and then when you hear something that is not in this secret order, you know immediately. It's kind of how it works, which is not very easy to teach. You were taught that? Really? I was never taught that. That's just something I know. I think I'm going to adjust this one, though. I'm going to do... make it a little less skinny there. And then do this shape. So that this way, what I can do instead is I can do this for variety. And then I can close it a little differently. I can close it here. And here. Oh, no, wait, I can't do that. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do it differently than it is right now. We're gonna close it like that. Did they really teach that in school in the US? Did they teach you adjective order? They never taught me that. I was not drawing eyes in my notes at that time either. I was locked in. I was a very scholarly individual. I was very dedicated to my studies when I was a little boy, I'll have you know. They never taught me that. I just know. When did they teach you that? How old did they teach you that? Maybe I'm just missing a flashback here. Maybe if you say the age, I'll remember where I was when I was that age. Yeah, maybe it's just a village school moment. Maybe they just don't teach it here in Kokiri Village. We had our own special curriculum, actually. I only started getting into normalized curriculum in like high school. Middle school, high school, maybe. Normalized like state regional type curriculum. Bum, ba-dum, bum. 4th grade, 8 to 10 years old, elementary. They definitely never taught me that. I don't know. I keep my elementary school memories in my mind like a vault. I feel like I would remember if I was taught that. Maybe that's just me, though. Yeah, they did not teach me none of that. You stay safe, though. Okay, I'm thinking there might be a better way to do this. Because I don't like how blocky this is. It's giving Minecraft and not in a good way. And then maybe I could put something here. Like close this in a little bit and then maybe I could have a little garden. Ooh, I want to put a little garden here. That'd be so awesome. Here's what I'm going to do. I can grow potatoes or perhaps carrots or tomatoes. Maybe I could change it seasonally. And then how far can I go? Maybe I'll adjust the terraforming a little bit, make room for it. I think I'll close this in a little bit more. Maybe like this. And I'll figure that part out later. For now, I'll clean this up a little bit. Oh no, yeah, I'll switch to this. I'll put a fence around this, I think. Just a little fence. I'll have my little garden, my flourishing vegetable garden. Is stay safe something you regularly say where you're from? Oh, here in Kokiri Village? No, that's just something I like to say. I think it is as much as I love to romanticize life and humanity, it is a dangerous world out there. I prefer not to think about how dangerous it is. But I do think it is important to be careful. It's important to keep yourself in a position where you're not gonna fall into trouble. You're not gonna, I don't know. I don't like thinking that you're out there being reckless or doing anything crazy. So when I say be safe or stay safe, I mean that I just want you to be safe. Because I'm not always going to be there to keep you safe. So that's why I say it. It's kind of like I guess it is for you, but it's honestly more like a good luck charm for me at this point. It kind of, I don't know, it brings me a sense of comfort to say it and to know that I have said it. That's just me though. In relation to learning English, now that is a separate, distinct, and different thing. That's a meme, actually. Surprising nobody. That's just a meme. Yeah, in English, like internet culture, there is a meme of y'all stay safe though. If ever somebody, oh, if ever, who am I right now? I feel like I'm from the Middle Ages, the Dark Ages right now. If people ever say something that you disagree with and that you cannot relate to, it's like, not me though. Y'all stay safe. It's kind of like, that doesn't apply to me, but even though it applies to you, you should be careful. Kind of. It's a little, this is one of those kinds of memes that it almost fails it to describe it and dissect it like this, but that is how that one works. That's not my thing, but you stay safe. No judgment. You stay safe. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this one like this. And then over here, I want to set up a little table and have tea parties over here. I'll figure that out later though. I don't have the furniture for it. But we're making progress. Do you see the vision? Yeah, praying for you, man. It is very passive aggressive. It's not something people actually say with sincerity, I think, in that context. It's meant to be a joke. It's like, ooh, didn't realize. It's usually like a really good time to say it is if somebody is a little too honest and they don't realize that they're the only one in the room that feels that way or can relate to that experience. Yeah, I think that's the best way to articulate it. Like, for example, if I was ever like, oh, don't you guys love when you like talking to By the Beat, for example. There was a moment like this where someone could have said this to me. Very early post debut. I was like, yeah, don't you love when you have like a mild fever? You're not sick anymore, so it doesn't hurt. You don't feel bad. Don't you like the comforting vibe of a mild fever where it's just a little fever and you just feel warm and nice? That's where you could say, not me. You stay safe, though. Yeah, it is kind of like a bless your heart by a southern woman kind of phrase, yeah. You do you. You do hate me is what you do. Hate me is what you do. You're an expert of hating me. You're an expert of being mean to me. Specifically. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this game. And I don't mean Animal Crossing. I think I'm gonna put another one here. What do you think? Would that be awesome? Would that be sugoi? Put it like right here. Have my little garden here. The vision is visioning. I'm gonna go up here and steal these trees. How do I make this about me? Devil emoji. I love that one. That's one of my favorite things to say. I love when somebody gives me an opportunity to say, how can I make this about me? No one was being mean. We went through this just earlier, didn't we? I was just telling you earlier. You're not actually being mean to me. You're not actually doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to bait you to say nice things. I'm trying to bait you to say that you like me when I say that you hate me. You're supposed to say, no, I don't hate you. Oh my gosh, get with the program. Stunted tree. Oh, like a shorter one. You know what? That's true. I could do, if you're familiar with stunting trees, that's a really cool strategy. I'll explain it actually, just in case you aren't familiar. So you see how we planted all these trees here? Trees come in multiple stages of growth. What I can do is I can get a tree to like second to last stage where it looks just like these trees, but it's a little bit smaller. And then I plant a sapling right next to it, like right behind it, for example. And it will be frozen. It will never finish growing. Unsuccessful bait. Can you not just let me bait? Won't you just let me bait in peace? You just gotta be different. Fisherman, fishing for compliments. Well, with pride, actually. Not in Animal Crossing, though. I can't fish in Animal Crossing very well. I always end up pulling too early. My pull is just too good. My pull is so strong, I cannot catch a single fish in Animal Crossing because I pull too fast. I just pull so efficiently. Praise bait. I like that. Big fan of that. I've said before that I think rage bait is one of the worst things about our time. And I think we should get rid of rage bait forever. We should send rage bait to jail. But praise bait, that's pretty good. I'm a fan of that. I get with praise bait. Okay, this is too symmetrical and it makes me want to do bad things. So I'm gonna I'm gonna change this. Okay, let's see. I think I'm actually gonna close this here. And then reopen it. Coercion? What am I coercing? What? I would never coerce anybody to do anything. That is a strong claim. Do you know that? That is bold. That is bold of you. You got some nerve. Oh my gosh, coercion? How dare you? How very dare you? Okay, stop. Stop. I saw the one. I was gonna ignore that. Let's not do this again. Let's not do this again. This is not the point of the praise bait. Okay, I'm not baiting for this. In fact, I'd prefer it if you didn't. I'd prefer if you calm down. No, no, no. No, no, no. Why do you always acknowledge it? I can't help it. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, no acknowledgement. New meta just dropped. Say nothing and do nothing. You see how that's working for me? Do you see how well that's working for me? Still taking advice, by the way. Still taking suggestions for how to deal with this. I'm still... hey, advice, suggestions are open. I'm always open to improve. I'd love to improve. If there's anything about my approach to this that could change. Why? Well, at least I'm actually playing a game or doing something today. I realize it's still a very chill thing, but I feel like usually when you pull this on me, it's when I'm doing like absolutely nothing. I think the first big one, I was straight up just standing there. Wasn't even speaking, and you were pulling it out. That was a crazy day.
Stop.
Excuse me. See what you've done to me? You did this to me! It's your fault! I'm just kidding. I would never blame you for that. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much. You love me. Oh my gosh. Look what you made me do! How can I make this about misery by Stephen King? Look what you made me do! I feel like her sometimes, talking to you. I genuinely feel like... What's her name? Annie? Is it Annie Wilkes? Is that her name? I forget sometimes. As much as I love that movie. Oh. Good way? Yeah, in a good way. I just find myself in situations where I want to quote the scary lady from the movie Misery. No! Ah! I did the wrong one. Stop. Close your eyes. You can't see it. You can't see it. You don't see it. It's not there. No, wait. This is also wrong. Keep your eyes closed. Keep your eyes closed. Keep them closed. Close them. Close them. You don't see it. Okay, now you can open your eyes. Okay. I think the strat could be to close this like so. And then I could do the walkway. Sorry. Sorry, I got mad. Do the walkway like this, maybe? And then it suddenly opens here. No, it's way too sudden. That's terrible. I hate this. I hate this. Who let me do this? Look what you made me do. See what I mean? It's just so effective. It's just so effective. I feel so vindicated when I blame my shortcomings on somebody else. It's such an effective strategy. No. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Hey, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. Hey, I'm just kidding. Thought this was a chill game. You must be new here. you must be new here. I don't know how to play cozy games in a cozy way. I'm afraid. I've got several problems. It began the day I was born and it just went downhill from there. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to chill when I play video games. It is always that serious to me. It will always be that serious to me. Okay, I think what I'll do instead... Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. I hate it. I hate this. I hate this. Let's flatten the whole island. Let's give up. Okay. Stop. Okay, maybe... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I could expand it even... No, that would be so ugly. Ew. Oh, no. I don't like it. I don't like it. Looks good to you, but I don't like it. Well, if it looks good to you, maybe I'll keep trying. Okay. Let me just close my eyes and pretend I don't see that part. We'll figure it out later. For now, we can do this instead. Okay, we'll do like this. Okay, this is way too much like a little bean. It cannot be like a little bean. I don't support that. We're gonna make it not bean-like. We're gonna make it like this instead. What is your problem? Why? Why? I don't know what to do. Ignoring doesn't work. Actively acknowledging it doesn't work. I don't know how to stop it. I don't know what to do. The bean shaming. I support beans, but I don't support a bean path. My path should not be shaped like a bean. It should be shaped like a path of convenience, a path of desire. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna throw in one of these. Oh, no, wait. It wouldn't go the right way. I'm gonna throw it in here. Is what I'm gonna do. Or wait, maybe I should start with the centerpiece instead. Wait, does that even work here? This might take up too much space, actually. Card of Last Resort. This isn't... What is that? Yu-Gi-Oh? Is that Magic the Gathering? Which one is that? This isn't a game. Is this all some game to you? Is that what this is? Oh my god. I think this is fine. This is better if I can mix it with bushes, though. So I'll have to be really calculated in decorating this area later. It's all a game to you? It's all some game? Is that all this is ever going to be to you? A game? I'll have you know this is serious to me. This means everything to me. Oh my gosh. It's just a fun game? Yeah, okay. Well, I have said before, all I care about is that you're safe and having fun. So as long as you're having fun. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, it's ugly. Oh, she's ugly. Stop! Not again. We can't keep doing this. This is not sustainable at all. I do not advise this behavior. It's not healthy. Oh, man. Okay, wait. What do I want to do? Why? 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 I don't know how to do it. I just want to play my game. I just okay. Calm, cool, compressed, collected. That's the word I was looking for. Am I a clown to you? Is that all I am? Some common jester? I'll happily be your jester, actually. I will be your jester with pride. No, it's ugly. It's ugly. It's ugly. I don't like it. Maybe if I make it upside down. Oh, it's the bean effect again. It's just gonna become a bean. Okay, there is a way to deal with this. I can just continue it into the other one. And make it no longer a bean. Hmm. 10 a.m. 10 p.m. Thank you. Okay, if you could remind me one more time at 10:30, that'd be so awesome. That would give me time to get ready for my obligation today. Oh wait, that's not how that works. Oopsie. Can I make this like super zigzaggy? Is that too unnatural? It doesn't feel very natural to me. But I wouldn't notice it as much if it were surrounded by plants and weeds. Maybe that's the way. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Oh, man, I don't know. Ah, I don't know. Ah. Ah. Okay, maybe... Oh, but I can't make it like that. It'll have to be... It'll have to become kind of... like this. Oh, but I don't like that. I don't like that one little bit. It needs to be connected. Unless... maybe I could move this. How do I solve this problem? Because I don't like doing too many of these in a row is my problem. I don't like doing any of them in a row. I prefer not to. But that is what it's going to take to do this. But I want it to be more windy. It's not winding enough. It needs to wind more. It's not winding. You hear me? It's not winding. How can we fix this? Oh, whoops. Forgot about that. Oopsie, made a oopsie. Oh, but just leave this spot here. It's not winding. You hear? It's not winding. It does look uncomfortable, right? It looks so uncomfortable. I also need it to be thicker. All right, scrap it all. I can't deal with this. This makes me feel bad. I can put bushes and flowers, and that's what I'll do to hide the weaknesses. But yeah, this path does bring me unending sorrow. Oh, and something I completely forgot to consider. Oh my gosh. I need to figure this out before I do any more path working over there. Hold on. Let me pull this out. Somewhere along this path, I need to have an incline. I gotta have an incline that goes up like here, maybe. Or maybe over here. And I prefer that it's sideways. I need to connect this path to this incline, like this raised area, somewhere in this area. I need to figure that out. Oh man. Beans. I just want to whine. I'm just in a very whiny, complainy mood today. Thank you for always listening to me whine and complain and be sorrowful and miserable. I feel like I could put on the most dramatic show ever and you are always just gonna reward this behavior. I don't get it. Grown man, by the way, yeah. Holy moly. Okay, how can we fix this? right, maybe... You know what? This has got to go too. Clearance sale. Everything must go. Whining stream. I don't like plagiarism. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a plagiarist, all right? I don't like stealing from others. That's been done. Frankly, much better than I could do it. Who did a whining stream? Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. Because I think that was members only. Nose goes. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. I'll need to raise it up too if I want to do that. I'm just playing. I saw it on Twitter. I'm a fraud. Okay, maybe if I do it like this. No! Sorry, I got mad. No, no, no. All right, you want me to whine? All right. Anytime something goes wrong in this game, I'll whine. Just for today. And also probably every day, because it's just in my nature at this point. Yeah, I think I'll do the incline right here. That'd be kind of cute. In fact, let's plan it right now. Let's go to the Resident Services Center and tell him what we need. Weren't you already? Yeah. Hey, can I see you over here? Can I see you over here? I got a question for you. Yeah. Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Do you hate me? Yeah, I got a question for you. Do you hate me? I'm about to start changing my approach. Instead of saying, do you hate me? I'm about to start throwing out verdicts. I'm gonna be like, take him and burn his house down. Who said that? The pair of anguish. Let's talk infrastructure, sir. I want an incline. Give me my incline. Give me my incline. I want a natural ramp, please. Yes, please. The Judas Cradle for you and your Uber driver, and take the ones who said woo and do something else. I almost said something bad. I feel like throwing out these medieval torture methods and devices is one thing, but there are other things you just should not say. Burn his house down and take whoever sent the laughing emoji and burn their house down. Seize him. I love that. I love seize him. I've always wanted to say that. I've always wanted to say that. I hope that the stars align so that I can either say seize him to like people that are looking after me, or so that I can be told to seize somebody. I want that so bad. All right, I'm gonna pitch a concept right now, and saying it publicly means that the boys have to go along with it at some point. I want a night at the live house where everybody is in medieval attire, and rather than a bouncer, I'm more like a knight. I'm the guard. And if anybody misbehaves, instead of just like calmly trying to get me to deal with the situation, they have to call my name. They have to say, Kaelix, seize him! Don't you think that'd be so awesome? Wouldn't that be so sugoi, Yorobun? Okay, I need to do this a little differently. One more. Wouldn't that be so... Wait! Wait! Sorry about that. I get a little heated about the stars. Let's imagine it. Is this gonna be a Zelda mention? Well, now it is. Wait! I'm already too late. Wait! Sorry. Sorry about that. All right. This is the spot. I'm gonna commit. Wait, I'm missing a shooting star! And we'll just commit to that, I think. Maybe I'll round that out a little bit. No! Ew, 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 ew. Okay, now it's better. And it looks really awkward right now, but I think if I fill it with trees and when I have the ramp here, it'll be totally natural. Oh, and now I have that to work with, so I can... I should probably wait. I should probably finish the path in this area when I have that ramp there. So I think we're actually going to put the shovel away for the night. Yeah, and then I'm normal. I'm totally normal. Glad he didn't overreact. Oh, what I really need, though? I really need bushes. Do you think they're still open on Harvey's Island? Let's find out. Let's make a speed run. Any % shopping trip at Harvey's Island. I really need hydrangeas. Those are the bushes that I want for my island. I want... Oh my gosh, I just sounded... Cornbread just fell out of my mouth. Did you hear that? Blue hydrangeas are the ones I want for my island. That's what I just said. I want blue hydrangeas for my island. I want specifically blue hydrangeas. Harv's Island. I think those might be seasonal though. I think you might need to buy those in the summer when they're blooming. I don't know though. I may need to ask Sable to do me a favor in the winter. Because Sable's island is in the southern hemisphere, so his seasons are backwards compared to mine. Ah, now I got hiccups. Why cornbread? Oh, it's just something I say whenever I sound suddenly very southern. Because cornbread is a very popular thing to eat among southerners. It's like a staple of southern food. And it's one I grew up eating, actually. Cornbread and beans. I was never a big fan of the beans, though. I liked the cornbread more. Okay, wait! It's exactly the one I needed! Awesome! Sugoi! Yippee my awesome Sugoi life! I want blue hydrangeas, not hollies. I don't care about those hollies right now. You can keep those. Yeah, I was a bigger fan when my mom would make cornbread with like a vegetable soup. She still does sometimes. Or with chili, if we were really lucky. It had all the same ingredients as a vegetable soup, but it was more dense in spices and beef. Totemo oishii. Yeah, I like loading up on the blue hydrangeas specifically because the leaves of these bushes look the most similar to the leaves of the trees. So they fit in better. Though, I know I pooped all over his holly before. The holly matches really well with the spruce trees. So I might want to use the holly in the forested area that is more filled with the spruce trees, the ones that look like pine. Actually, hold on. That's enough hydrangea for me, sir. What does cornbread taste like? It is a little sweet, but it's mostly neutral. Cornbread is more like a filler kind of food. Cornbread is something that you're meant to have with something else usually. Wait, what? Was my pocket full? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's what happened. Let me sip my soda. Ugh, nasty. Poison. All right. Oh no, wait, not weeds. No, I keep doing the wrong thing. Give me those holly. I want those holly. I might come back for those carrots too. Yeah, cornbread is meant to be served with other things usually. You aren't really eating cornbread by itself usually. You can, and I do sometimes. Sometimes I like making it in like little, rather than making it, I usually am the one eating it rather than making it. I'm not much of a baker, but I like having it in those little like muffin trays. So like a muffin shaped cornbread. It's so good. Anything I want here? Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I want everything. I need to get rid of my stuff. All right, get over here, old corn man. Hey, corn man, you funny cornimer timer. Cornimer. How do you say his name? Do you say Tortimer or Tortimer? Because I've heard both. I grew up reading it as Tortimer, but Tortimer probably makes more sense because he's an old timer, right? What do you think it is? Is it Cornimer? Cornimer? Tortimer? 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 So his acorn alter ego would be Cornimer. Tortimer instead? Like Mortimer Goth. Oh, that does make sense because Mortimer is an actual name. Maybe that's why I automatically read it as Tortimer as a kid. No timer. So it's Tortimer. So rather than Tortimer, it's more like Tortoise and Mortimer. Like tortoise? Well, they're both like tortoise, right? Tortimer? Tortimer? I scratched my head. I love that whimsical old man. I'm so glad they brought him back. Real ones remember when they dropped the first trailers for Animal Crossing New Horizons and nobody could see Tortimer anywhere to be found. And in one of the shots in a good look at gameplay, there was a gravestone furniture item and people thought it was Tortimer's grave. They thought he had passed on. He's still with us. He's getting on in years, but he's still got it. I think about that almost every time I see him now. People were so convinced when this game dropped that he was just gone. He can never go. I love Tortimer. He's so dear to me. Oh, maybe I should check this too, but I need more money. I need to make more money. I need to get back on my stock market grind. I'm becoming poor. Look at this. I don't even have enough to pay off my loan. And I'm about to cut into it even more. Ugh. Alright, let's see. This one has a pearl necklace if it's fake. Does it look like it has a necklace? I need to see closer. I can't tell. Yeah, this is fake. Very pretty though, right? I love the curves in the belly. It just looks so much like human skin. Now this one, I think it has to do with the eyes and the earrings. But I can't remember what is real. I can't remember. I can't remember. I feel like the real one has something different for the earring in this game. Earring, you agree? Mm. So they're both fake. In that case, I will get this one over here. I like using the fake ones as decorations. Actually, wait, hold on. I don't want to use this one. No, sir. I want to use this one for decoration. You know where I'm going to put it? I'm going to put it on the walkway, the strip that leads to his secret beach as one of the illegal goods. Yeah, you can kind of guess that this one would not have an earring, realistically, because the earring would not last on this. Given how old it is. That's a good analysis. Like, that is way too fragile of a connection, I think, for something really old. The earring would have fallen off. That is a smart way to look at that. Very reasonable. All right. Do I have anything else to do here? Anything else? No. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Oh yeah, do you want to see my lantern? Kawaii desu. Kind of cute, right? I like walking around with it sometimes. I had this one modified. I modified it so that it has a plant pattern. All right, let me go home. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Wow, wow, wow. 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 I don't know what's going on. I'm feeling so whimsical today. She's talking over my tunes. She interrupted my music. Yeah, I think I mentioned that I really wanted the blue hydrangeas, and I will still use them. But I think that holly might be better to use in the forest, like in this area. With this, I'm gonna have to be super calculated. Oh wait, I need to pay this off right away. I don't have enough. I need more money. I spent all my money on fake art. Oh, hold on. All right, what can we sell real fast? Fossils. Oh, but the Nooklings are closed. I'm gonna have to withdraw from my bank, but I don't want it to go under the... All right. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got. Money! That's what we got. I think going to the museum for fossils every day is one of the most efficient ways to make money without actively grinding money. Need that diaper? Oh yeah, we were gonna play with that. You wanna play with that now? Here, new fit. Okay, hold on. I'm just too popular. The Yowie Lion wants to speak with me.
Say, Kaelix, can you feel how shy I feel right now? Can you tell how shy I feel right now?
Is he gonna... Sometimes if you're feeling shy, shyness can show it. I mean, if you wanted to. Oh, okay. Hey, I didn't expect you to talk like that. He gave me a new emote. I love the emotes in this game. All right. Cowboy is officially out. You know what's in? Oh, there it is. Where's my diaper? There's my diaper. Awesome. Ooh, okay, we got a couple choices here. We got a couple options. Or I could do... Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna go with this one. And then... Any shoes? Maybe I could give the little backpack? No. Think, think, think. Little sandals. Alright. Here's your... Whoa. Maybe the sticky rice is better. Though I could also do, instead of the bib, I could do like this. Nah. The bib is so curated specifically for this.
Where?
Or no, this is me because I'm a little angel. I'm innocent. Innocent emoji. That's me. Or I could be hygiene safe. I could be a little rabbit. Or perhaps a frog. Or perhaps a bear. That's kind of cute. I love the way the hair pokes out. Here. I love that sound. Listen to this. You could make a beat over this. Grown man, by the way. Anything for socks? I don't know if any of these make sense. Maybe the band-aids. Nah. All right. Let me go to the site of my dismay, the site of my woe, the site of my fury. Wait, hold on. Like this. Do I have crying yet? That's what you sound like to me sometimes. This is what you look like to me sometimes. 10:30. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Thank you. Okay, in that case, we need to start winding down, so I'll be ready. Let's get out of this monstrosity and never wear it ever again. Grown man, by the way. Grown adult. I pay taxes. Did you know that? Okay. Though I do would I would so much love it if I did not have to do that. I would love it if somebody else could pay my taxes for me. And I don't mean like pay, like cover the cost. I mean like if they could just do all of it and it's my money that goes to taxes. I hate thinking about it. It stresses me out. Anyway. Hattie, Euroboon. We're so back. Wait, was I doing the white one or the black one? I think I was doing the white one. Yeah, I think it was like this. Howdy, Yoruboon. All right, let's take our photo for the day. What emojis do we have at our disposal? Do I have the like the sly one that's like, you know the one I'm thinking of? It's like a little sparkle next to the eye. It's like, I would love that emote right now. I don't think I have it. That's one of my favorite ones. The one's like, can you see it in my, can you like see it around me as I do it? I think it's called Sly or Smug. Is it Smug? Mischievous? I really like that one. Oh, whoops. I messed up my camera! All right. Let's see here. Wait, hold on. We just got this one after all. Howdy there. Oh, I didn't know you'd catch me like this. I thought I had this whole part of the island to myself. Whoa. Or this is pretty good because it's cold. It's a cold night. Brr. Wait, hold on. I need to time that one right. No, it's not quite right. There we go. I could accept either of those. Brr. Oh, it sure is. It's awful cold here. It's colder than a witch's bosom. It changed from Southern to just like Elvis Presley. I don't know when that happened. Okay, let me make my money. Or grab my money, I guess. And donate it so that I can have the ramp soon and not forget. And then I'll wrap up. That'll be my last task. Why the bosom? Oh, it's a Southern saying that I hesitate to say because it's kind of a naughty word. It's a witch's. You could say teat and get away with that. T-E-A-T. That's like a biological word. You use that to describe animals, usually. Colder than the full saying is colder than a witch's teat in a brass bra is a Southern saying. You say it when it's really cold. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. It's ugly. Yeah, fun lore. A witch's boob in a brass bra. Honestly, I kind of like boob in a brass bra more because of the alliteration, but that's not what it is. It's kind of a similar saying to like raining cats and dogs in that it's related to the weather and it means something nonsensical. Or like it is something nonsensical, but it means something sensical. Yeah. Boob. Colder than a witch's boobie in a brass bra. Boobie's even better for that because it's double bubba alliteration. Boobie in a brass bra, boobie in a brass bra, boobie in a brass bra. B word. Boobie is okay to say. You can say boob. I just don't want to say the other word. That's a little inappropriate. That's inappropriate, okay? Respect women. Why is it cold? It's nonsensical. It's an idiom. Idioms don't usually have any literal meaning or association. I guess the idea is that a witch would be cold to the touch. She's cold-blooded, I guess. Maybe. And then a brass bra, like a bra that you wear to support your boobies, If it was made out of metal, it would be very cold in winter. So when you say it is colder than a witch's boobie in a brass bra, you're saying it's super cold outside. Madeline mentioned, see, I'm not even the one doing it half the time. It's not even me. It's not even me doing this. It's always you. I'm just kidding. It is me more than half of the time. All right. Let's get some sleep. All right. Whoa, hey. Calm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let's wrap up. Thank you again for reminding me of the time that I asked you to. That was very helpful of you. You're so awesome. Do you know that? Do you know how awesome you are? I think you're so awesome, and I appreciate having you here so much. And I know I like to be dramatic and mean and rude, but it's all a joke. I hope you know. Just saying it for the record, just in case you ever wondered. I think you're so cool. But yeah, that is all the Animal Crossing I can do today. I will need to get ready now for something kind of important. But there will be more streams to come. Oh my gosh, I can actually show you a schedule now. Let me do that really quick. Where's that? Right over here. I haven't properly shown off the art yet, so let's take a moment to appreciate that first. It's a beautiful, beautiful painting, isn't it? I really love the use of colors in this one. I would love to see this one in person behind plate glass. It's one of those kinds of illustrations, you know? But yeah, this is a very pretty fall-themed illustration. It's on a... Are those called rainbow bridges? What are those called? There's a name for this kind of bridge. I actually really love them. I want to see one. I would love to have one. If I owned land, I would have a rainbow bridge over like a creek or something. But yeah, I think it's so awesome. So if you would like to show some support, which you absolutely should if you feel so inclined, you can find the full illustration at CUPPATOKKI, Kapatoki. Alternatively, if you'd like to find the specific post more quickly, you can also just go to my pinned tweet. It is in the replies as always. So, where am I? Here we go. Okay. So, streams this week. Most of the schedule is already done. We're already halfway through. I was really late setting up the schedule because I could not figure out what I wanted to do for Saturday. Because I know for Saturday, I want to keep it kind of short. I want to do like a 2-hour stream Saturday, but I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. And I was like, can I get away with doing another chatting stream? But that's just what we're going to do in the end. Yeah, tomorrow, Thursday, you probably will not see me. Because I'm going to spend the first half of my day cooking and the second half of my day eating like an absolute pig. And when I get home, I'm probably not going to be in any condition to hang out with anybody. I'm going to be completely debilitated when I'm done with Thanksgiving. I'm going to be laying in bed just like a round ball. I'll be rotund. I'm going to change shape after tomorrow. But come Friday, I should be available again. But if you, whether you celebrate or not, I do hope that tomorrow is kind to you. And I do hope you can have yummy food, whether it's Thanksgiving themed or just like a regular good meal. I hope that you always have delicious meals. It's very important. Super, super important. Friday, I'm planning to do some Stardew Valley. I do not know if I will be able to do the full, like, one session, like, one-shot season like I've done once before, like Zeal did as well. I may need to cut fall into a couple streams, maybe even 3 streams, depending on how much I can go for. Because I'm not waking up at 6 p.m. right now, so it means that if I start stream at 7, I cannot go for 10 hours. But yeah, I'm really excited to play some more Stardew Valley. I find that we're falling into this pattern now because I keep forgetting to play it, where the end of the season rolls around and I'm like, wait, I need to play through fall before it's winter in real life. So we're gonna play through fall while it's still fall for me. I realize it's not fall all around the world, and I realize that for some people, fall does not actually look like this, but I don't know. It's just a part of my immersion, and I like having it so that I can space the game out a little bit and not fall into the habit of playing it every single day. Stardew is one of those games that I like to space out a little bit, I think. Yeah, we'll be cramming. After the first year, I want to play it just whenever I want. I don't think I'll keep up the season thing after the first year is done. After that, we'll just play whenever. But yeah, And then Saturday, as I mentioned, it'll just be a short chat. We'll only go for a couple hours. And I do think there's something pretty cool that I'll be able to redirect to around then. You might know already. I'll tell you more about it when the time comes. But yeah, that'll be all for this week. I do hope that you've been able to enjoy something this week. And if not, that you can enjoy something else later on this week. I do hope there is something here for you in the schedule. And I will do my best to plan next week's schedule a little early. By the way, it is looking like I mentioned this before, 200K celebrations. I mentioned that it would be early December in the end, and that it would be either next week or the week after, due to a complication that I caused because I was a little inconsiderate. I missed something. Oopsie. Like due to a mistake on my part, it's looking like it's gonna have to be the week after. So the week of the 7th. Around the 10th, 11th, and 12th, I think, is when I'll do it. 3.0? Don't ask me. I don't know what that is. I could not say. I have no idea what that means. You're just going to have to wait and find out once I do know. Or maybe I'll never know. Who knows? I hope that's not troublesome. You may know I'm the type that, in general, unrelated to whatever that thing means, I like to sit and wait for certain things. I like to hold them, and I like to build up, and I like to gather other fun things. Yeah, I got no idea. I got no idea what that is. Whenever it does happen, whatever it is, it'll probably be a little distant. Apologies. You're just gonna have to sit in anticipation for longer. Yeah. You'll know when you know. I won't forget about it, just to be clear. I've not forgotten about it. So I would actually prefer not to be asked too often, if that's okay. No worries for asking, just to be clear. I know you're excited and I know you're curious. Just let me be a little mysterious, okay? Yeah, let me be auriful and mysterious. I don't know what that is. I don't know what 3.0 means. I've never heard of that before. Anyway, that is all for today. I'm gonna go have a quick meal. I'm gonna make it to my scheduled obligation. As for, let's see. As for a redirect, some things considered, it might actually be a good idea to send you somewhere early rather than to something that's active. I'm gonna send you, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Ooh, or maybe not. Okay, hold on. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send you, eeny, meeny, mo. I'm gonna send you to Aya. I don't know how much longer she'll go. But she's playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. You have the plague, Click's tongue. Ooh, so sorry. If you participate in the redirect, please be nice. Please be courteous. Please be sure to read her rules. Just in general, that's good. That's a good system to follow. Yeah, do be kind if you choose to participate. And if you do not want to be in the redirect, that's totally cool too. Either way, I hope that you get some good rest. I hope that you have some yummy food today and tomorrow. Until I see you again, you gotta be sure to eat right, take care of yourself, get some good rest too, get some good sleep. Sleep is very important. And just as we were talking about earlier, do me a favor and stay safe, okay? Stay safe till I see you again. All right. That is all from me. Till next time. Bye-bye. What the heck? What the heck?